Merry Christmas, fuckers.
You're listening to a Cult Talk Network podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to the Cult Talk Net Christmas special of Krampus.
Yay!
Fuck yeah, another Michael Dougherty film. Goddamn, I love him.
This is the naughty cut, too, the one that just came out.
I love it when
Ooh,
Michael Dougherty gets naughty. He can
yeah.
naughty all over my face, neck, and chest. Thank
There
you.
you go.
We're
Wow.
gonna have a conversation.
This is some spicy eggnog this Christmas.
Oh my God. What? Do you remember when we were going over a Cult of Lore and you're like, why do I keep going for the dad jokes?
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, you just did one.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah,
Don't
Eric
go
always does.
triggering an existential crisis in me right now.
Speaking of which, I'm Ty,
I'm Ben.
I'm Eric.
I'm Bailey. Hi,
And-
guys.
and we're going to sit down with you guys on this Christmas day and watch Krampus, the naughty cut. The new one just came out, so we have yet to see the naughty cut.
Although we understand from what we've heard that it's not amazingly different. That's fine with me because I love this movie.
Oh yeah, I like
Right.
it. I like it too. Yeah,
Right.
I like the original, but yeah.
I will even if that's true, I will probably end up buying this cut and giving the original cut to somebody else.
that's
just
why,
so that
that's why I
they're-
did. That's
Yeah.
why I did. I
Yes.
gave my original to my friends.
Exactly.
My friend Eris, I gave her
Spread the Krampus.
Spread,
Right.
spread that Krampus cheer. Not cheer.
Message.
My thing
Fear.
is-
Krampus fear.
The thing is
Krampus
like, if
fear.
we ever have, in the make-believe world where we ever do have children, I'm teaching my kids about Krampus first, and then they get to know about Santa Claus.
There
Because,
you go.
like, I need to keep you in line.
There you go.
Remember, get in the basket. Like,
Oh,
Good basket.
the basket.
man, learning
But-
about Krampus.
but any-
first.
Anyway, what was everybody? Does everybody remember pretty much when this movie came out?
Yeah,
mhm,
I went and
mhm.
see it in theaters when it came out.
Absolutely.
I remember
Yeah.
I was like the first night it opened. I went and seen it because I really wanted to see this movie.
So I was pretty hyped for this, and I actually remember the people around me being pretty hyped too. I worked as a cashier at that time, and boy, like I was having people talk to me about it that you would never have guessed. Be like just older people. It's like, you see the Krampus trailer? That looks like a pretty good horror Christmas movie. I'm interested. I'm like, really? So I don't know if it was just the small area I was working in, but there's quite a bit of hype for this where I was at.
Yeah,
No kidding.
Yeah,
See,
it's-
I missed all the hype for it. I did.
I love a good like Christmas horror movie, and there's not too many
Mhm.
of them. Unfortunately, there are too many notable
too
ones.
many
I
good
remember
ones.
after this came out, there was like a flood of just Krampus movies.
Oh
'cause
my
Yes.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Each one worse than
Yeah.
the next.
Krampus Return. People like use
Krampus
that
the Christmas devil.
Yep, all that shit.
Krampus the
If you
Christmas
go on,
devil.
If you go on Tubi, like they're all on there. Like Tubi is just like has a whole stock of just these straight to video Krampus cash-ins.
But in my opinion, this is by far the best.
Oh, for sure. This is what kicked it off. But yeah, as far as Christmas horror films go, this is one of the best in that small subcategory. But
I saw this in theaters. So it was funny. I loved it all the way up until the ending.
right,
And I actually didn't. It's not that I hated the ending. It's just I had an idea of what I would have done for the ending. And me and Eric's kind of talked about this a little bit. That ending really depends on whether you want this movie to be a Christmas movie that's got horror elements in it, or a horror movie that's got Christmas elements.
right.
Right.
Because the ending that I would have gone with was the alternate ending on the DVD.
Yep.
Coincidentally. So if I ever get to ask Michael Dougherty anything, it's going to be about that ending. Like, was he so torn on it that he recorded the other ending and put it on there just because he didn't know which one to go with, or how that alternate ending came about because that alternate ending was my ending?
And I have a bit of a theory too when it comes to the writers that
Yes,
I discovered.
that
We
we'll
had
get
talked
in.
about that. We'll get into that later.
But I remember walking out of that theater so befuddled because I loved everything about it, but I had qualms with the ending. And I was like, damn it. But it wasn't enough for me to not like it. It's no secret. I love his monster stuff. I don't
oh yeah.
the dude's definitely in the pulse when it comes to making monster flicks.
Right.
So you know what? Everybody jokes like, oh, is he going to do an Easter one? Yes. And I'm like, please.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
love to
I'd
see
love
Michael
it.
Dougherty's take on the Easter
Yeah.
bunny.
Yes, absolutely. So the first time I ever saw this movie, I saw it in theaters. And I actually didn't like it the first
Really?
time I saw it. And it was because of the ending that I didn't like it. Because for me, it wasn't clear cut. It kind of, the first time I watched it, for me, it landed on a question mark of like, do they remember what happened? Or like, do
Right.
they all think it's normal or whatnot? And like, of course, like when I got older.
Oh, by the way,
I got-
guys, if you haven't seen this, why did you click
Big
on
spoilers.
why did you click on a video about it? But big spoilers, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
If you haven't seen it, you were going to spoil the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Why'd you click on the video?
So honestly,
So, Karen-
you should go watch it first.
Yeah, watch it.
Well, you
Yeah.
should. That's why you don't click on the videos that's called a review about Krampus, you fucks. Anyway, go ahead, babe.
Yep. Sorry if you got spoiled. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't like it because of the question mark ending. But then when I got a little bit more into film and rewatched it, I liked it much more. And now it's a traditional Christmas movie in our household. So, but I love the fact that it's a horror Christmas film, and that was what attracted me to go see it.
Yeah, I remember watching it and like I do remember being like underwhelmed by it just because it's not as good as Trick or Treat. I think this is probably like third best movie, I'd say, like Michael Dougherty stuff. But I remember being like a little underwhelmed because I was expecting Trick or Treat, and it doesn't hold up to that level, I don't feel like. But I do love this movie, but I remember being underwhelmed because I went in with the expectation that it would be as good as Trick or Treat.
Yeah,
And it's a little tame in some parts. Like there's some parts where you can tell that PG-13 rating kind of comes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's to be expected with the PG-13 horror.
Yeah.
That disappointed me too that it was PG-13.
So what
I'm very
are your
apprehensive with
what's
this.
the top 3? Now I'm just curious.
Say
about
Trick or Treat, then was it King of Monsters?
Oh,
Yeah.
see,
Godzilla.
And
you can't. I wouldn't even I would just have to go by his holiday films.
his holiday. Okay.
King of the Monsters
Okay.
out by itself. That's not a Michael Dougherty original property.
No.
Although
hit that
looking
home.
at the amount of work he did on it, it's goddamn close.
Oh yeah, he hit that
But
thing
still, I would just have to compare the two and leave kind of King of the Monsters in the same
Okay.
realm. To be fair, because otherwise I would put King of the Monsters above both of them.
Mhm.
home. Really, but no, I was a little underwhelmed because I don't think this film is as good as Trick or Treat. It's not bad by any means, but I don't think it's able to like touch Trick or Treat. I think Trick or Treat is so much more better than Krampus. But this is still a really good movie. I really enjoy this. Like, as soon as I heard they announced this, I had pre-ordered this Blu-ray like immediately because I knew I
Yeah.
had to have it.
I didn't know anything about it. Otherwise, I probably would have done the same.
Right.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What about you, Eric?
Well, I did not see it in theaters. Like I said, I kind of missed the hype on this one.
Shocker.
Yeah, right. I know. But so I saw this because you made me sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
It was holiday time, and it was the
Oh, yeah.
holiday movie to put on the TV. And so he's like, don't, because a lot of the times, it's like, oh, we'll put something on and hang out, chit chat, whatever. This was not one of those movies.
No,
It
every
became
once in
very
a while
clear
I'll
to
be
me
like,
right away.
listen, you need to see this.
Yes. So I watched it, and I thought it was awesome. Yeah, Ben obviously probably hyped it up and got a good bias, but it lived up to that hype because a lot of times, you'll see a movie and people are like, oh, it's so good, you should see this. And it's like, sit down watching it. It's like, all right. If I didn't have such high expectations, it probably would have been better for me. But this one definitely, to me, this is what a holiday horror holiday really kind of should feel like.
Right.
At the very
They do
least.
really good with
Yeah.
the aesthetic of it too.
Oh,
like it
yeah.
feels like a
my-
Christmas
So
movie.
can you imagine how fun it would have been to be an actor on that set? Because it's like practical almost always.
That's what I really appreciate
Yeah.
about that.
Right.
I
Love it.
always appreciate
I have a
practical
massive
effects.
amount of respect for practical. Yeah.
So that had like,
Especially
and you
with
watch
this
the
stuff.
behind the scenes stuff, they look like they're having an absolute blast filming that.
I bet.
So yeah, and I'm biased as all hell. So anything I take, like if you ask me where they rank, is I put Trick or Treat and Krampus together. I refuse to judge one over the other. I won't do it. You can't make me. And then King of the Monsters is ancillary, so I don't judge his films, folks. I've done the mental gymnastics to where I don't have to.
If it's made by Michael Dougherty, it's number one.
Yeah,
Yes.
To me.
As long as it's his monster stuff, I think he's just hit out of the ballpark every time. So I'm just
Well, he
whatever. But that doesn't mean everybody's capable of a fall one day. But I just
Oh, sure.
so anyway, we should get in on that.
Yeah, I like here at the beginning, like we're seeing I love when studios do like the special
The themed,
the themed like logos.
We have
Yes!
the Universal logo up right now, and it's snowing,
and it's
there's
covered in ice, and it's blue
icicles
tinted.
hanging
Yeah,
off of it.
Yeah.
to me, you know what? That I don't know whether it means that or whether it's just something that I take from it. But what it says to me is that the studio itself was having fun with this film.
I feel like
That they enjoyed it, and they're like, "No, we want to be part of this film, not just somebody that brought you."
Yeah.
I always feel like it gives a little more like of a blessing to a movie.
Legendary is
Oh, yeah.
very
Studio.
much like that. Too.
Legendary does that. Anytime a studio takes the effort to give it a little special flair, I think that's always a good little bow on top of it.
'Cause
that
that's-
we
that-
support this film.
That's probably somebody's maybe month just putting that together, and we see it for a second, just at the very beginning.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
That's their logo.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that goes through a couple of lawyers.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some I'm sure
You're right.
I'm sure the amount that they do just because they want to touch the logo is probably stupid.
Pretty involved process.
So the fact that they
really
do it
does, you're right. It shows a lot of care or excitement by the studio.
I think
really
so.
like that.
I like
never
to
thought about
believe
that.
so is how I put it.
All right, everyone. So you've heard our thoughts on our early thoughts on Krampus,
Yes.
but now you can sit down, sit by the Christmas tree, and a nice warm fire, and let's watch Krampus. Dun, 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 dun. And we're back, and it is time to watch Krampus, the Naughty Cut. We're starting at 25 seconds in. We're seeing the icy Universal logo.
Yes.
And here we go.
Bum, bum, bum.
Play. Yep, we're playing. Oh no, we're starting and stopping. Well, good luck, everybody. We have twirling stuff.
We're at 32 seconds.
Oh, I thought this was a legendary movie.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Michael Dougherty works with.
Yeah, legendary is just they're the shit.
Legendary is one of the few movie companies left that I'm rooting for.
I know.
Right.
They
You never hear anything,
they try hard.
They do.
You never hear anything.
And that's why when the whole HBO Max thing went down and they were trying to screw them out of the money from Godzilla versus Kong, that's why I refused to do HBO Max, because I was like, fuck you guys for doing that to Legendary.
Legendary is one of the film companies that I've consistently loved their films.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to be that way with A24 when they were coming out with like The Witch and stuff like that. But
oh, dude, The Witch was terrible.
Oh, I loved The Witch, but I was very big in that studio, and then they started just getting their head up their own ass and making too much of this like abstract.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Horror.
Back to Krampus, because we're gonna have a conversation about that one.
Oh my God.
Bailey can already tell.
Yes.
That movie was terrible.
So like I imagine this scene
I
is
love
like
this
what
opening.
Walmart looks like on Black Friday. I've never been.
This opening says Black Friday to me.
Yeah.
every
Oh
time.
my
Oh,
god.
this is like the I don't know, because I go on Black Friday every year, and I've never really had a bad crazy
Really?
experience.
Oh my God.
It's
So
usually pretty. This is like what we will perceive it as. I think there's been a couple
this looks
years.
looks a lot.
Yeah.
But all the crazy
Where they're
stuff.
just
Where
hanging
they
out
just
in
look
line.
handing money and looking like suffering.
I think
Yeah.
it was like Black Friday 2011 is like the one where where a lot of this stuff came out. I think that was like pretty like crazy. Like Walmart open on Thanksgiving Day. And
Ugh.
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but
I
also
remember that
there
being,
was-
like the one where it was.
But also there was like
Insane.
the Tickle Me Elmos. People were fighting
Tickle
over
Me-
Power
yeah,
Rangers.
yeah.
Like it does. It
Yeah.
definitely happens.
Yeah,
You know what I like?
We've seen this depiction like way back in Jingle All the Way.
You know what I like? You know what I like about this? These are our main characters, and you don't even know it yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I
They
took me,
blend
like
them
the-
right in with
it
everyone
took me,
else.
like,
do.
the first
You
couple
have
times to
absolutely
watch
no
it.
idea that these are the characters we're going to be following. You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah, I remember
they're
it being
just
like the
everybody else.
second
That's
or third time I watched the movie where I realized like, oh, these are
Yeah.
these aren't just extras. These are like the
This
actual
is the
characters.
cast. Yeah.
And that's really clever. They're given the same amount of importance as all these other random Joe
Everybody
schmo at the
else.
fucking mall.
Yep.
Yeah. They are also culprits of this Christmas. It's a cool way of telling that story. That's a
Yeah.
good catch. I never really
Yeah.
did.
Everyone is guilty here.
Yeah. They're not above these
The
consumer
man himself.
crowds.
Directed
Yeah,
by
I just,
Michael
I just
Dougherty.
love it because he does a really good job of like setting that Christmas aesthetic that I really appreciate. I always love like the Christmas like aesthetic,
Yeah, and he uses the classic music.
classic music, the
But
reds, the greens.
He
the
also
golds,
he
all that
also
stuff.
he's capable of doing, and I'm going to use a dirty word, subvert the kind of traditional, because he's got the warm classic Christmas music playing while all this like really terrible
Right.
modern consumerism version of Christmas is playing. So he's subverting it, but he's not insulting the audience by doing it.
Yeah, well, he's creating like a juxtaposition here, like, oh, there's this sweet Christmas time music that
Right.
we're teasing you
And
all
but
with.
all the things are there that you would expect:
Yeah.
presents and
Yeah.
Santa
Yeah,
and family.
the imagery. Yep, here all this stuff is, but what are you all doing?
Right. Yes.
Do we have subtitles? It's all right.
I was gonna say, dude, I'm gonna fuck it up more trying to do that than
I'd
anything.
say why. I don't know how technology works most times.
Dude, the fact that Omi has been in there slaving away on such a magnificent Christmas cookie display and no one is saying a thing. Y'all are rude.
Dude,
She's really been like at it all day baking.
she is easily my favorite character.
Oh
in
my
this.
gosh, I know. That is exactly what my mom's kitchen looks like during Christmas,
Really?
by the way. Oh my God. Massive amounts of food.
Want us to turn up the volume a little bit?
Yeah,
Yeah, go
turn
for
it
it.
up. Yeah.
Wait, Mom, are we gonna watch Charlie Brown?
Of course, I turn it up right when the kid's yelling. Wait, Mom!
It's fine.
I mean, we've seen.
I love the relationship between
all
the
these
grandma
two,
and
the
Oh,
grandma.
man.
the-
Yeah.
Omi. Yeah.
yeah, I love that relationship.
She's incredible. She's just the quiet understanding. She knows what it's like to be the one person in the crowd holding on to the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
I love this. Bailey's like, we would not hang up this picture. I'm like, oh, we absolutely would hang up this picture.
hell no. I'd be calling the store.
Oh my-
I would be pissed.
Oh my God. I think this
Oh.
is funny as hell.
See, this is also why you don't say shit like that in front of your children, parents. Like,
Yeah,
they
'cause-
gonna remember.
Well,
Well,
they'll,
partially
they'll
remember.
misquote you.
Yeah.
Although
mis-
what she said is not much better.
Right.
Santa looking at the
yeah.
teenager's ass. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, that does
God.
not look like a happy family in that photo to
It-
begin
it
with.
does
not.
It doesn't.
Like Christmas has become an obligation for all of them.
I need
to-
None of them want to
I-
be doing this.
I want to look up and see what this kid has, what else this kid has done, because he does really good in this.
He does.
Mhm.
The whole cast is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, the cast is
Yeah.
really
They all knew the assignments and
there's your subtitles, you son of a bitch.
I love what she says here that St. Nicholas is what you make of him.
right.
Believe him to be the true spirit of the holiday. Like that when like kids tell me like, oh, I don't believe in Santa. I'm like, I mean, I believe in St. Nicholas and the spirit of the holiday. So yeah, like I'm 25 and believe in Santa. Fuck off.
Well, yeah, if you have him as an abstract idea.
We watched Eric and I watched that Librarians for the Cult of Campbell
Yeah.
special, and they had a really
They
good,
had a really cool
good
take on Santa.
Santa.
I thought their lore about him was actually pretty cool.
It was. It made a lot of sense. It
Yeah.
kind of like grounded it, and
It was a blending of.
yeah, it was like
mythology,
Santa would like throughout the whole year he would collect like hope and goodwill, and then on Christmas night he would release it across the earth. So instead of
yeah.
delivering presents, he'd basically deliver like the Christmas spirit.
Spirit,
and the-
Yeah,
right.
back out. So
yeah,
it wasn't
it made
gifts; it was the gift.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It was
really
really cool. Yeah. Oh, here's her boyfriend. Has anyone read the comic? The prequel comic?
There's a prequel comic?
Yeah.
No, but I will be
Oh.
shortly.
I think it's one of the they Legendary does that for like everything. There's the Godzilla one.
I know. I need Godzilla Awakening. It's one of those things that keeps hovering in my Amazon.
If you go to I seen it at Barnes and Noble the other day. They have like a little like compendium of like all of them. Because there's like for every movie they've released like a
Yeah,
comic,
yeah.
so you can get like a little compendium of all of them.
Ooh,
the Kong and the Kongs, the Godzilla versus Kong, all that stuff.
Ooh.
But yeah, Legendary seems to do that with everything. I mean, there's a prequel comic to A Trick or Treat.
Yeah, I knew that.
I've read it, Days of the Dead, and yeah, there's one of Krampus. I have yet to watch it, but it's a read it, but it's always in my like save for later on Amazon.
Yep.
We have David Koechner. I love him so much.
He is he's such a interesting actor. to
Yeah.
follow.
he just like he is like it's such a perfect casting because this is like the cousin Eddie of this movie, and he reminds me of like Dennis Quaid, or Randy Quaid. Sorry, Randy Quaid.
Yeah, but it's funny because without doing much, he can swing from being like a total nerd and like waiting, where he's the manager, where you're like, what a geek, to like a very well thought out and kind of happy, homely guy in zombie Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
Right.
And then in this, he's like a gun-toting redneck.
Yeah.
But he does it
I
with
like
very subtle changes.
I like these roles he plays when he plays like the asshole. He does such a good job of like these like people I know. Like I know like
he's a
asshole,
distillation of somebody that you've met.
Like I remember his like role in The Office. He's
really
a
a fantastic character actor.
Mm-hmm.
That is
And
not
there
a
she is.
surprise.
Yes.
It's so great to see you.
Yeah, well, your sister's no Mother Teresa, but at least she swings by every once in a while to make sure that I'm not dead.
Oh my God.
She's
one of the
literally
best
looking
lines in
over
the
at her
movie.
sister like, you better have brought alcohol. Like, you brought
least
her,
she
you better have
swings
brought the
by every
booze.
now and again to
Make sure I'm not dead. So, folks, we were discussing this on the bumper. You might not. We're gonna give her probably a lot of praise because the actress, Eric, what's her name?
Oh, you're going to make me try to pronounce her name. Conchata? Conchata Farrell?
Conchata Farrell.
Conchata. She was on like 2.5 Men.
Left her kid out in the car.
But she
That's
is
what I
actually from. She's from Ohio, where we're from, and she actually was from a town called Circleville, which is like 15 minutes away from us. So.
Yeah.
So
which
we're pretty.
just tickled me to death.
Yeah, it's great to have somebody, especially because we love her.
Oh my God. She's hilarious in this movie. I loved her. She was the only good part about 2.5 Men.
I think the original run.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
I think Charlie Sheen was
yeah.
funny in that.
I mean, he was, I guess. But are you allowed to say that like
Yes.
on a recording?
Yes. We're talking about his work,
Is he
not him as a
winning enough?
person.
Hey, I'll do you one better. Bill Cosby was good on The Cosby Show.
Yeah,
I can no longer watch it, but the performance was great.
Right. There's a difference between the work and what they are as a person.
Indeed.
Yes. And the fact that they left a baby that young in the car and they're like, oh, we forgot the kid. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
y'all.
In the movie,
whatever.
not Bill Cosby.
Yeah, no. Not in the movie. We're back to the
We're
movie, folks.
also watching Krampus.
No. So, oh my God.
I want to take note if this kid says a single word throughout the movie because the
He
last
doesn't.
time we watched
He
it,
does not.
oh my gosh.
I love their
He's-
kids.
He's on the Honey Boo Boo diet. Just chugging down a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Not even in a glass, just by the fucking bottle.
That would be a dream. Oh my God. If I were a kid and had a fucking 2-liter of Mountain Dew,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have been in goddamn heaven.
Of course you would have been, and you'd be losing toes.
I remember there was a kid I went to school with. He was a few grades above us, but he'd bring like one of those, like a full bag of Lay's and a big thing of Pepsi every day for lunch. So he was obviously not the healthiest fella, but
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember, and like I was huge in high school too. I remember I would have 7th grade. Every day for lunch, I would get 4 Little Debbie cupcakes. That's what I'd have for lunch.
That was
And
your
I'd
lunch?
Also like a soda, yeah, like 4 Little Debbie cupcakes.
Dude,
I'd have.
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I would have fucking loved that. I had
Or our school on Friday, they'd have salad. They would have a salad bar on Fridays, and I'd get a bowl of croutons and ranch.
Oh my god.
That was what I'd get for my salad.
Yes.
Oof.
That is a salad right
Yeah,
there. I
croutons
love
ranch
that
with some
salad.
bacon bits on
When we're
it.
talking about food, they're having dinner and everybody's bitching about the.
Oh, they're delicious.
What are
Like,
you,
yeah.
a Jew?
She's like, most people have ham at Christmas. What are you, Jew?
I like the
Dude,
look
if
he
you
gives-
think
he gives
For
him.
1 second. Like, here's what I don't understand. I don't understand how, and I forget her name. What is the mom's name in this? I can't remember. I want to say Cynthia, but I'm
Give me
not
a
sure.
moment. Give me a moment. I got you.
I don't understand how she's like quiet and like this, and maybe it's because I lack the
So,
decorum
guys-
or something. But like, no, I'd be like, bitch,
Sarah. I think it's
Sarah.
Sarah is the mom's name, played by Toni Collette.
Yes.
Cynthia, I think, might be her sister.
Cynthia could be her sister.
Not his hunger. So to survive, you have to slaughter and eat.
The cousins are
What did I
so
say?
mean.
No,
to
the
Max.
cousins are
Sarah.
Oh my God. If they were my kids, I'd have beat the hell out of them for treating him this way.
No, they're like facilitating the behavior. They're like David Koshner's character apparently really likes his kids to be little assholes.
Oh no, I would.
No idea.
Yeah, like he's not.
Okay,
starting
guys, I want to
anything.
point out something in this scene.
Okay.
Check this out.
Okay.
Dorothy actually goes through a real character change in this. She
So what kind of godforsaken-
after note her attitude after this, it changes.
You know how this fancy food clogs my pipes.
And watch the look on her face.
Go to your trailer for Christmas next year. And after you spent weeks decorating and cooking and cleaning, I might just waddle in and start bitching and moaning about everything you worked so hard on.
Oh, Sarah, you
No,
know.
Aunt Dorothy, please. For your sake, just stay the fuck out of my kitchen.
She's stuck in her.
Yeah, look at her face.
Yeah.
Aw.
So after this, she is never as mouthy as she was when they first bring her in.
No kidding.
No.
Aw.
She legitimately took that
Wow.
criticism to heart.
You could see it on her face. Like that actually. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Oh. Yeah, these kids are little assholes.
Oh, yeah. They're the worst.
If I was Max, I would have been like, read it.
Yeah, he's too young to understand this, right?
Yeah.
But his alpha play is to just let him read it and just let him torch the whole family with it. Let the
Yeah.
family understand what they're doing to this kid's Christmas.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Here we go.
Yep.
Stevie, stop. That's enough. Wait, you're up first, Beth. I wish.
Because there's nothing bad in this.
No.
Oh, no, really?
There's nothing nasty in this letter.
No. It's just honest.
Yeah, he's being honest. Yeah, it's endearing.
It is.
That childish innocence.
Yeah, so his best play would have been to just let him read it
Yeah.
and just let the family eat it.
And he's like mortified because he thinks he's going to get in trouble.
Yeah, and he's even the family that's not nice to him. He's like, I wish things were better for them.
Yeah.
See?
This is the best
Yeah,
part.
it's very endearing.
Although, yeah, he does provide a little bit of a stinger here at the end.
Screw you. Dad does not wish for your boys.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a stinger, but I
Yeah.
bet what he was saying was, and I wish that he didn't feel that way towards them.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's, and we've already seen that he's kind
What
of,
are these-
he's a little
these
violent.
parent-
He's
yeah,
a
these
little violent.
and his parents, like, what? They're not doing anything.
No,
They're like,
oh my God. I'd be
They're
like,
like
if
not
I were,
doing
I'd be like,
shit.
you two sit down.
yeah, like, hey, come on.
I
Like
actually,
those
come
girls
on
play
now.
football and like are towering over him. Like they are going to do some damage to him. Poor Max.
Yep.
Oh, lay off.
I wonder if his name is.
Kid deserves a prize just for telling the truth.
Boom.
Yes,
See?
ma'am.
Kid
even-
deserves a prize just for telling the truth.
Even Aunt Dorothy's just like, nope.
Yep.
I think Dorothy's on the side of apparently there's a lot of unspoken anger in this family.
Yeah.
Of course.
And she probably just saw it. She was probably like, "Oh my god."
I think she's been completely ignorant of it just because she's just that kind of loud, obnoxious person who just
Yeah.
assumes that everybody else is just kind of like her.
Yeah.
Every year gets worse. Why do we have to put up with their crap just because we share DNA?
Because that's what a family is, Max. People you try to be friends with, even though you don't have a lot in common.
I find that to be a very sour definition of
Uh,
family.
Well,
Yeah. Why, Dad?
Yeah. He's like, yeah,
Well, so while I think he should have an answer for this, because I don't think that's that hard of a question, I appreciate the fact he's willing to look at his kid and be like, honestly, I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that your kid will recognize that as honesty.
Mm-hmm. And respect you more for it.
Well, it lets them know that it's okay to not know the answer to things.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you really believe in all that?
I want to, Max.
See? Another moment of honesty.
Super honest.
Oh, yeah. The whole family dynamic is very good in this.
Yeah.
I think
they
that,
build a
I
really
think, what's
good
his name?
family.
It's on
He
tip of my tongue. He's in
is-
Step Brothers and everything.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott. Yeah.
he's I don't know that I've ever seen him in anything else, but I love him in this.
Adam
I saw
Scott.
him
He's
in,
in
Parks
Step
and Rec.
Brothers, Piranha, Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen Piranha, I just don't remember it. I
Yeah, he was like
will
the main
die
guy.
before I watch Step Brothers ever
Oh.
again. So I don't remember much of that.
I really liked him in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And I've never seen Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I need to watch it because I hear it's a fantastic show.
It's pretty good. It gets
it's like the
better
alternative
as
to The
it
Office.
goes.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's what I've heard. I watched like the first 2 episodes and I didn't really care for it, but
Oh,
I've heard that from
no.
multiple people.
Yeah.
Max has
Nope.
lost the Christmas
This is the big
spirit.
moment.
y'all.
Throws
Oh,
his torn
no.
up letter to Santa.
This
out.
is a fantastic
that's-
shot.
and
I
that's-
love this.
And that's all it takes to conjure the murderous
This is the-
spirit of Krampus.
Notice the snow immediately starts falling
Yeah.
more.
No.
I love
Michael
that. I love
Dougherty
that
is
shot
really-
with it all going up the moon too. That's so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Such
Swirling
deep.
up
This
in
whole
the
movie, like the cinematography in this movie, is just phenomenal. Like that right
Look,
there.
look at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that-
Clouds rolling in.
It's like a
Michael Dougherty is definitely good at incorporating fantasy elements into his horror.
Even the lights
Oh,
here,
yeah.
like showing like the Christmas lights moving, like I don't know, like you can kind of do that with a swing set in the fall to like show the
right.
wind.
That's,
But
that's beautiful. Yeah.
The last house to go out
Yeah.
is theirs.
But I dare say Michael Dougherty really produces movies that are kind of like borderline just dark fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
I can
think
agree with
they
that.
are. I think
Yeah.
left to his own devices and doing
Yeah.
his own original
still-
stuff, that's what it comes out like.
Yeah. I would still call these like monster movies and horror movies.
Sure,
but
See, I would
they
like
are
to
real
see the
close.
advent calendar, but
I-
it'd been hard to do that.
So I would
Oh,
love,
yeah.
I would pay hard money. I would go to the theater opening night to see a movie that was co-directed by him and Guillermo del Toro.
oh yeah,
Oh.
that'd be great.
Because they both do
That'd be
the fantasy practical.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as
I think they could create something special.
write an angry email to the National Weather Service.
Write an angry email to that
Man,
lets
that'd
you
be
know
such
she's a
good movie.
Karen. Write an angry email.
She probably is. I mean, to be fair.
No heat and no electricity.
Or food.
Well, there's plenty of leftovers, Howard.
Remember the year we had that big blizzard and Christmas, and no one had power and shit for like weeks.
Oh yeah.
When was that?
What 2000?
Oh, I can't remember, but I remember my family
or
having
six,
to
2005 or six.
sleep in the living room around our like
I
we had
remember that.
just a gas fireplace like set up.
Yeah.
And that was the only fucking source of heat that worked in the house during that period of
Right.
time. So we all just slept in the living room with that.
For
I-
fucking weeks. I remember it was like 2 weeks, no power. That was
We weren't out
nuts.
for 2 weeks. I don't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little more out in the country, so yeah.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
actually didn't lose power.
Wow.
No?
No,
Oh,
but
you
you have to
had-
remember my parents' house is out by the hospital.
Yeah.
Right.
That area gets particular attention when the
Right.
power goes out.
Yeah.
I think that was before I moved here. So I don't think I went through that, but we went through the power
Well,
outage
you
in the
did-
summer a few years later.
I think you would have been like itty bitty if you
In
were
2005.
around
Well, I would have been 10 or
Was it
11. Actually, no,
2005?
It had to be. I was like 15 or it's 4 or 5.
I think it was at least time I'm thinking of.
Maybe 3. Maybe 2003. Maybe.
I was pretty young.
I was in.
No, you're probably thinking there was a time when we lost power for a while. It was in the early to mid
mysterious,
90s.
mysterious
That
bag
sounds
of
more
gifts
like
that
it.
just showed
That's probably
up.
what you're
they're
thinking.
taking.
Yeah, maybe that is.
Guys.
I was out on Lower Twin back then.
Oh,
Yeah, mysterious bag of
Guys.
gifts just showed up.
The
from
Krampus
doorstep.
bag. He's bringing in the Krampus bag.
Yep.
Still hasn't written back. That is not.
Speaking of bringing in gifts, my Amazon package just arrived. Thank you, Amazon Prime delivery driver. We
that's-
appreciate you.
pretty neat juxtaposition though. Like they bring in the Krampus bag where Santa would bring the
Right.
bag into you. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I wonder if there's other like just
Get your own
Little-
shit.
Well, yeah, it's the direct
Yeah.
opposite.
little oppositions.
Why they let her leave in that kind of weather to begin with? I'm like,
Well, so
the
for
fuck?
Because she's
well,
just
yeah,
going
but
up
that
the
would be
road.
like so.
They live
Imagine-
in a pretty nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're only right down there. So like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've established he lives like a couple houses down.
Like
Yeah,
I
so
could-
she's not going too far.
No.
I think they said
No.
4 blocks.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
But what I disagree with is her clothes. I don't believe she would just go out, just pull on her jacket. And
Oh,
no,
yeah, they
no,
don't-
it's like
yeah.
a fucking literal blizzard out right now.
Yeah.
Don't up.
yeah. So I believe they would let her walk that distance. I just don't believe she would do it in that clothing.
Yeah.
I love Omi.
This. I know. Like, just look at this layout that she's got.
And hot chocolate really does
And
make
right
everything
here is
better.
where she. So she actually dogs on Omi right up until this point
Ah.
because she's like, get her away from the fire. She's gonna burn the house down. Get her out of the way of this. Move her that. But after this, I don't think she ever dogs her either.
Mm-mm.
No.
So there are moments where things happen and people change their opinions of each other.
You have some really good insights on the character beats so far. You've seen it enough.
I've watched his stuff a lot. So
that's just what Ben does, man. Like he loves it. And I love that he does it.
That is all practical. Like,
yes,
please. Like, that's what acting's supposed to be about. Like, you're reacting to all of that. That would be fucking fun as hell.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to be immersed in that.
What's funny is...
Oh, I love how dark it gets. It just it changes the entire tone.
Yes.
Well, it's because she's like, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That night, I'm a sucker for like that silver blue.
This is actually extended. This is not part of the original film.
Oh!
This is not. This is new.
Oh, there he is.
There he is, perched upon the roof.
No, this is all new.
Wow.
Hi.
Wow, this might not be long, but oh yeah.
Ooh. There he is. Oh, I love Krampus in this.
I love how fast they make him move.
Yes. Yeah. He's massive and fast.
And then the howl that he lets out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they definitely changed that up.
Mm-hmm. I love the touch where she loses her hat.
Here's our DHL driver that we saw earlier.
Yep, delivering the presents. Yep. Well, not the presents, but
frozen the fuck to death.
Poor dear.
In fear.
Poor dear.
That would not have been.
Yeah, I don't believe. So they changed the way she meets Krampus, which is cool. And I don't believe that they actually darkened the screen.
Oh, really? That kind of nightfall.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I could be wrong about that. I have to go back and watch about the tent, but I'm 100% certain about the introduction of Krampus.
Cool.
Yeah,
this is a really, really good way to show the monster and whatnot.
It does a good job of giving you the impression of his size again. Just the heavy footsteps.
Right, the big hooves.
You've got the bells and chains.
Yeah, go ahead.
His design, the design of all of them are just on point, but that's a Michael Dougherty staple. Like, the dude just creates good design.
Yeah, he gets it.
That was another thing I was going to compliment is the costume and the structural design of Krampus. It's amazing because he's massive, and just the richness of the coat and everything. It really is a opposite of Santa Claus.
Right.
And
he gets it though, design. That's one of the things I loved about King of Monsters when he kind of sleeked out Godzilla.
Mothra.
Yeah. And then he made Godzilla a little more sleeker, not so.
He can really get you into the personality of the monsters that he's building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's our first Krampus
toy.
Henchman, little toys.
Ugh.
I hate this one. This one's my least favorite.
Oh no, for me it's the angel.
Yeah, the angel's creepy as hell.
Yeah.
That angel's rough.
I hate this guy. Good scream though.
Yeah,
I don't know if they sound edited that or not, but that was a good one.
So what did he do to kill the DHL driver? Was he he was how did he freeze it? How did he freeze him?
I don't know. He just had that.
I think Krampus
horrified look.
I think it's fair to say that he controls weather, so he can just drop the temperature down and freeze him solid.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think that's more than fair
because he's definitely magic.
I was just saying, for sure he's magic.
Yeah, definitely.
And I actually, is that the only body that we see? Does that question make sense?
Yes.
Yeah,
actually,
leftover corpse.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the only other dead person.
So he's he's killed everyone else in the neighborhood, right? And they're last. Isn't that
well, we don't know that
because we know that one house has been
yeah, but we don't see any corpses.
Right. But something happened, for them to be in the assault.
I think so. The way Omi tells the story, I think he collects everybody. I think he just up and snatches whoever's around.
Yeah, that makes sense. That one house we see later, clearly there's been an assault of some kind.
Well, Krampus came down the chimney.
Right.
So I think he reaps the whole neighborhood.
Right.
This is such a sweet scene.
Because one thing that I will say this movie does, but they probably could have done a little bit better, is the passage of time. This takes place over several days. So I would say that he
Just two,
saves.
right? Just two, right? Doesn't it's even day, right?
No, this isn't Christmas Eve. I don't.
No, this is. It
24th.
starts on December 23rd when they're all having dinner. They do
Right.
the Advent calendar start of the
Okay, so that's a
24th,
couple of
and
days.
then
Yeah.
So
at
it's
the
like-
end he opens it to the 25th.
Yeah, so it's like 3 days. So I imagine he's reaping all these other houses right now. It's just he's saving this house for last, just like with the lights.
Yeah. Oh. I wonder if that is what, like those lights kind of symbolized the order in which he was going in.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's
an
always what I've
interesting
assumed is
thought.
that he just reaps the neighborhood and saves them for last. And each family gets their own snow globe.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know.
See, and before this, she complimented that daughter or that sister and dug on the other one. Now she's nice to the other one and she's kind of digging on the other.
Oh, yeah.
She's switched kind of how she's viewing things.
Yeah, on a recon mission.
Vater, bitte geht nicht. Why? What the hell is she so riled up about? Es ist zu gefährlich. Bitte wartet, bis der Sturm vorüber ist.
She says not to go. And it's too dangerous, and we should wait until the storm's over.
Tom, no, I got this. Hey, Mom, we have to go pick up Beth, but Max and Sarah will take care of you while I'm gone. Okay.
She doesn't need them to take care of her, man.
Listen,
No.
Horst wird in guten Zeit. Ich verspreche. Everything's gonna be okay.
Like, you don't know that.
Yeah.
I can like hear my mom's voice in my head going, "You should have listened to your mother." Like, my grandmother in this case. But
So,
Hey, Omi's on point, man. She knows what's up.
yeah.
so fun fact for those of you who don't know, Omi/Oma is grandma or is German for grandma, and the only reason I know that is because we call my grandma, my step grandma, Oma, and my grandfather Papa. So, fun fact for all of you.
Storm probably knocked out the radio station.
Big
Do you know what
ass Jeep he's got? Or at Hummer, right?
Oh no.
Nope.
They don't know. No. Okay. I was like, they don't get rid of him this early. Is this
No.
new? Okay.
Yes, it is. Yeah, this is additional.
Cool.
So it's giving you an idea that it's wider spread than we thought.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds like yeah. That's one thing. I like. Does he just take the? Is it just the neighborhood? It's under attack, or like how far does Krampus like? How it was his hunting ground? I guess it's one thing.
Right. Like, what's his radius when he's
Right.
called? Yeah.
So I would love for there to be a sequel or something to find out.
Maybe that comic book explains a little more.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe the comic book. Maybe
Not if
some
it's
of
a-
these extra scenes.
Not if
they,
it's a prequel, I would say.
they did a little bit of world building right there with just a little bit of
Yeah,
it, right?
yes. Well, yeah.
And we see the salt truck came into town.
Now this was this in the original?
Yeah, the
Yes.
salt truck.
Yeah. The only part that wasn't in the original there was the exposition by the radio.
The radio.
They
Yeah.
talk about the radios being out, and then before they get anything on the radio, it cuts to the truck.
Ah.
And for reference, me and Bailey just watched this like a week ago.
Poor bastard wants to sail clear through.
Oh.
More like the opposite. What do you mean? The glass is punched in.
Yep.
And see, what's cool is he's not quite an idiot. He understands exactly what that
Yep.
means.
He's like, oh.
He just didn't catch it at the time.
Yeah.
Right.
We gotta fight back.
No. You,
And then he directly
Oh,
goes for
hell
his
yeah.
gun.
You got guns
Yes.
on Christmas.
Yeah.
Always be prepared, Boy Scout. Yeah. It's Linda's.
it's Linda's.
Ben would never give me something like that.
Oh my God, no. In a self-defense situation, that big 6-shooting cannon like that, fuck that. Like the shotgun's not bad, but that 357 or whatever, that's ridiculous.
I feel like I'd have some wrist pain.
You would fire one round, it would hurt your wrist, and yeah, it's just a bad choice all the way around. And revolvers are a bad choice to start with. Fight me.
How do you think my girls did it?
Yeah, I was the sister that fought dirty.
I bet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised.
Oh, no. I'm sure if you ask, like, my older sister, probably my little brother, too.
He's being
they've
sarcastic.
Oh. The blonde comes through from time to time, guys.
Sorry.
I'm just an innocent angel.
Of course.
You've got everything.
It's nice to show a juxtaposition between the two.
Yeah, they do a really good job of like building these characters, and that's something Michael Dougherty's really good at too.
Well, I will say this time.
Takes care of a lot.
One of the things
Yeah.
this movie does that Trick or Treat doesn't do is it takes time with its characters.
Oh, it does. Yeah,
Because
it's a contained story. Yeah,
He definitely understands the importance of characterization and like and kind of how to do that.
But he also knows when to ignore it with Trick or Treat. Like, he's like, I can do a character deep dive. I do it on Krampus, but that's not what this is about.
Well, I would say even in Trick or Treat,
he provides you enough.
Yeah.
But not like this.
Right. Oh, right.
There's no real character arcs, I would say, in Trick or Treat per se. There's a few. There might be a few that you can make real arguments for, but
no. But you kind of can look at his characters, and you're like, I know what this character's personality is, like almost from a glance.
Right. But they don't change much in the film, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
In
this,
this,
the arc,
in this, they ebb and flow, and they develop, and
he does very good with his character arcs too. Yeah,
right. Yeah, he really does.
He just really has a good understanding of characters. It's kind of
which is all the more interesting because he gets characters and monsters.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because I think he views the monster as a character.
He absolutely has to be able to.
Just gotta keep that fire burning.
Such good monsters. Like I can't think of a monster that I've seen of his I
didn't like.
Yeah.
Was that scene with Sarah trying to tell Omi like, hey, don't burn the fire too high, and Omi being like, go away, I know what I'm doing. Is that new?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't remember that.
There's something in the attic.
Squirrels.
Yep.
Big squirrels.
Yep.
Playing with their nuts.
It's all the squirrels that Anna's been feeding.
Uh-oh.
We're all.
That's new.
The whole house
shit,
shaking.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's Krampus landing on the roof. It has to be.
Yeah.
Squirrels. Right.
Squirrels.
Probably playing with their nuts.
God, her deadpan delivery is so on point with everything. Like she has a way of being angry but flat about it.
Yep.
Ooh, epic foreshadow there. Omi looking up the fireplace.
Yep. Well, Omi knows like every trick in the book.
Yeah, she's got to keep that fire burning.
She's seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's been something in this house, it looks like.
And you see, here's a shortcoming of that shotgun. See how it's so long, he has to hold it downward. He has to hold it in the crook of his arm versus actually aiming because it sticks
I
out
love
so
the little
far.
gingerbread man.
I know.
Those definitely rank actually pretty highly for me as one of the creepiest little henchmen in Krampus as the gingerbread men.
And he takes a bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is because he ends up having to fight the gingerbread man.
Yep.
Don't worry. We'll find her, buddy.
I think the boyfriend actually managed to kill one of them.
Yeah.
Stabbed it into the fridge.
Yeah.
Came down through this
the chimney. Based on fucking what?
Yeah.
There's a gas line in the
gas
chimney.
line.
There should not be a gas line anywhere near that chimney. Unless you're saying it's a gas fireplace, I guess.
Oh,
It could,
hoof.
yeah.
There's a hoof.
But still.
Yeah.
I've hunted a lot of game in my day. Those are hooves. Big ones, too. Could be an elk.
Jeez.
You wish it were an elk.
That line of dialogue is pure trailer bait right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of those ones you film, and the minute you film it, you're like, it's going in the trailer.
Right. Oh, this scene, the snow scene. I wonder if they
Because we never see this creature. It's always
No.
under the snow.
Right.
I always wonder what it looked like.
Yeah,
I
you're right.
wonder
I
if
forgot
that
about this.
happens.
Yeah.
And it grabs an elf once. So it's like wild. It just grabs whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It gives
I
me
realize that.
it gives me massive Tremors vibes.
Of course.
It's a fucking graboid.
Oh yeah.
Krampus has a Christmas graboid. That would be interesting.
I forgot about this one. The snow creature.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or I wonder if it's like a transportation mechanism, like maybe
Shadowy.
not for Krampus, but for like the victims for Krampus, like it just transport it to him.
I love shots like that where you can hear his heavy breathing and he's very clearly just watching.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the neat thing about
shit.
That's what's left of the Hummer.
looks like he landed on it.
Yeah.
Lucinda.
Cries out for the Hummer.
But the neat thing about like being out like about scenes like that with all that snow and stuff is they're actually probably burning the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I've heard actors say like they can kind of use that same discomfort though to come across.
Well,
as
yeah, because
just as
have you ever
uncomfortable in the
busted
cold.
out a fever and you feel like you're freezing? If
Oh,
you
yeah.
get hot enough,
Yeah. But you're just miserable from the temperature. And like once you get to your extremes in cold and heat, it kind of looks the same in your behavior. Just kind of like,
but they do a good job. I wonder if they
Tells
actually
him,
got him cold for some of these scenes because the skin and stuff looks. I
I
mean,
doubt
obviously makeup, yeah.
I think makeup and when you're hot and cold, your face kind of flushes that red
Yeah.
color. I would usually, right?
We got attacked by a bear. I'm trying to keep the family calm. Which I don't know how a bear attack would make you less calm than anything else.
Max is like, "Don't fuck with me."
Yeah.
Like,
Max
tell
is-
me what it is.
Max is like, this is clearly bullshit. See, she doesn't mouth off. She's just like,
Like, I don't want
Please.
Oh, all right.
and see, she takes a breath and instead of yelling at her, she.
She's all right.
Teach you how to make peppermint schnapps.
to. And she makes lemonade out of
Peppermint
lemons,
schnapps.
y'all.
Mom, will you please go into the kitchen and help with the kids?
She knows.
Keeps the fire hot.
Kümmert euch um das Feuer.
I like Oma's theme
Yeah.
there, the piano.
See?
Oh,
Sugar,
yeah.
a little spice. Makes everything nice.
I am going to have a peppermint schnapps in honor of this woman, goddammit, because
All right.
Will you make me one?
You rat me out.
I might. Depends on whether or not you're nice or naughty.
Is that going to be the drink for Christmas Eve?
There we go.
Peppermint
I like
schnapps.
it. Peppermint schnapps on Christmas
Schnapps,
Eve.
there you
We'll
go.
leave some out for Santa, too.
There you go.
And hope Gypsy doesn't get into it.
Oma's in the kitchen,
Yep.
just like, I like that one. It's got nice weight. Be able to take a head off with that.
Almi's getting ready.
Yeah, she's not. She's getting to the
knows.
point now. She's not wanting to fuck around.
Sorry.
For her, them going out there was just 100% confirmation, almost.
Oh yeah, she
She knew before, but if she had any sense of doubt,
Yeah.
definitely.
To make sure you guys were safe, I had to get.
She definitely knew before.
We have to keep looking. We have to pair up and take
Oh.
turns.
You can't go back out there. You see this? It's damn near frostbite in under 4 minutes.
Yeah.
The signs of being sub-zero out there. Someone's tearing through your fancy-ass neighborhood, picking everybody off into the throat.
Listen, why don't we just leave, right? We can all pile in the truck and we'll just see as far as we can get in. And the truck's
Oh.
gone.
Yep.
Torn to pieces.
Yeah, I'd be like, there you go.
Yeah.
I probably would have led with that.
Yeah.
Too dangerous. You got it?
Howard, how much ammo do you have?
Couple shells still loaded, maybe a dozen in my pocket. Why?
I think our best bet is to stay put. Board up all the doors and windows. And as soon as the weather breaks, we'll go find her.
I told you we should have gone to my brother's.
Sure, Howard, of course it's not a
Huh. We should have gone to my brother's.
You should have gone to his. I mean, but they should have though. They should
Screw
have.
their
That
family.
is a factual statement. They should have gone to his brother's.
Guys, how much of that did you hear?
Enough.
Mama, did someone take Beth? They coming for us?
No,
Baby, stop. Everything's fine. That's just with her boyfriend, that's all. And nothing bad's gonna happen on Christmas, right?
Oh, don't tell them that.
watch a movie.
Yeah? Let's get cozy on the couch. Go get your
Yeah, you are telling your kids some obvious lies. Man, I don't even know. That situation would be absolutely horrifying. I don't even know what I would do. It's like, what? You can't find her.
Yeah.
There's
Something's
nothing you
out
can.
there.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You just bunker up and
God. But it's like,
The battery died?
you know, they almost got frostbite just from being out there for that little bit. Like, you'd be convinced she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yes.
Lord.
Hey. That's a tough girl.
And yet you have to keep telling yourself that she's
You
not
gotta get that
somehow. Like,
reassurance,
man. Oh, it's so rough.
It is.
Oh, Doherty, you bastard.
Hey, Tommy. I just want to say thanks for, saving my ass back there.
There we go.
Sure. No problem.
Some character development.
yup.
I just want to say I'm sorry for
This is new.
just my mistake all these years.
Oh no, this is not. This isn't new. No, it's not.
It's some sleigh.
There's more snowmen. I like the snowmen. Those
Oh
are-
yeah. They got that gothic look down.
Yeah. Yeah, the snowmen are like one of my favorite parts, but one of those parts I feel like gets a little underutilized.
Yeah, but I mean they do pretty good highlighting it with when the elves are moving around
Right.
the yard and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
It's like the idea of like Krampus building like an army of snowmen is really,
Well,
really interesting.
leaves you somewhere to go for the sequel.
Yes. I'm surprised we haven't got a sequel.
I think so. He keeps trying to put out a sequel for Trick or Treat first. I think that's
I feel like that'll happen here at some point now, just because of way streaming made, or pretty much anything get made now. It seems. I mean,
yeah. I
think things are getting rebooted and sequelized that I never thought would.
I'm surprised that
Ever
he
get
hasn't
that.
gotten that chance yet.
Right.
Maybe he hasn't. It just hasn't met his what he wants to do yet. Guess it depends on the deal he gets.
Sequels do always make me nervous, though, just because
Yes.
As long as it's helmed by the same studio and the same guy, which it probably won't be the same studio because there were some problems with Trick or Treat and that. But I
Yeah.
mean, it'll be under Legendary. So as
Yeah.
long as it's them, I don't know. I don't have much worry for it.
right.
This part makes me so mad. It just angers me so much. Because it's like,
Yeah.
no one would have had a problem with him being like, hey, I'm dozing off. Will
Yeah.
you take over?
Yes.
Like, even if it's like a half hour later,
Yeah,
like,
you don't,
no one would have gave a shit.
you don't have to. Yeah, he should have. Like, I would have argued that he shouldn't have taken the first watch because it's like, no, you're injured. You need to take time to rest.
You've been pulled around in the snow.
Yeah, so
Take a breather.
he should have just woken somebody up. Be like, all right, it's your turn. I'm falling asleep here. Like, you have to. You can't afford to be arrogant with that kind of shit.
It's always important to be honest with yourself
Yes.
in emergency situations.
Uh,
Another life lesson brought to you by Call TalkNet. Find out more at Call TalkNet.
/
That's the
don't
fire.
fall asleep.
Yeah. And the
fire is
is
going.
out.
I like how the fire dying out and the cell phone's battery running out kind of
Yep.
happen at the same time.
Right.
Because that's kind of how life feels sometimes. Like you're low on gas, your battery's low.
Yeah, just ask Hanukkah.
Ooh. That is not a good sound.
I know.
No, that's their elves.
No,
sound,
that's
right?
the gingerbread men.
Oh, okay.
It's the gingers.
The gingers.
The gingers are coming.
The gingers are coming. The gingers are coming.
You know what my favorite part about this is? They actually take the time to go. I'm like, God damn it. Somebody wake up.
Yep. Are they the gingerbread men doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because they make the
coming.
same noise in the
Yeah.
kitchen as well.
There it is.
They're like, wake up.
Yeah, of course.
The kid that never says shit is the one that wakes up.
Mm-hmm. And you kind of
Oh,
get a.
In what world do you think this is a good idea? Like,
Yeah, for real. A cookie on a chain.
Yeah.
With a hook.
With
With
a
a
hook.
hook.
They're not
He's like-
hiding the hook.
He's like, yeah, it's
Literally
probably all right.
fishing.
It's probably all
He's
right.
like, it's a
love it.
cookie.
Right, but I mean, we all know that there are people dumb enough to be caught on that hook.
Yep. Right?
It's kind of like a father like son moment because remember earlier where the dad took a
Yeah.
A piece of him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now
Oh, that's
he's
a
just
good
gonna
point.
eat
I
him.
love how
Yeah.
incensed this cookie is when he bites. It's like, you bastard!
like what the fuck? You fucker!
Yeah, he's actually he's really upset about that.
It's like okay,
It's like you sat there and let him do it.
and then he just lays on the chain
Yeah.
like okay, let's go.
And he's gone.
Yep.
Aunt Sarah's gonna get you.
Uh-oh.
I love that Sarah just does not let go of him. Like
yeah, she doesn't. She honey
Nope.
badgers the shit out of him.
she's like, I'm not. Nope.
I would
Mama
like-
bear strength right there.
Yes.
I'd like to see what she's seeing right now. Like, what is she?
Oh,
like,
yeah. Because she's got a horrified look on her face.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of more than just, it does feel like she's seeing a creature there. Grandma, help him get a fire extinguisher. There it is.
Yep. Toying with her.
she still doesn't let go though.
Nope.
Oh,
She's still got a hold of him.
Oh, and there he went.
You should have had a little bit more Mountain Dew. You wouldn't have been able to fit up that chimney.
Oh, and the Christmas tree burned.
And she is
Justice
she is like,
for
no.
I love the color kind of. I love the look of that shot where they
Yeah.
use the red, the black, and then
Yeah, the way they lit it.
Yep. It's a very simple scene, but
Yeah.
Holy shit was that?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions now.
Oh, yeah. A lot of questions.
That's
Yes.
always
It
the
is.
like. That's always like the thing in these like horror movies is like when the shit like this happens, like it's hard to put yourself in like the thought of that character. It's like your whole world has just been like turned upside down. Like
Yep.
how do you rationalize any of this now? Like when it's all put out there.
Oh, yeah. It'd be a complete upending of everything you thought you knew.
Right.
Come for us all? No, Mom, what are you talking about?
Please, listen. English. I know it.
English. I can do it.
All of you.
I love this.
oh yeah, the animation choice they used for
Right.
this flashback was
Mhm.
spot on. Was
It was a really cool choice to decide to animate it.
Yeah.
This. It was almost Christmas. But this Christmas was darker, less cheerful. But I still believed in Santa
this had to be Germany growing up in the shadow of World War II.
Mm-hmm.
and miracles
Owned by the
Man,
U.S.
that's animation.
Owned by
Yeah.
Russia.
Animation is sweet.
Yeah, it was a kind of cool way to bring in that old stop motion Christmas movie.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
They had forgotten the spirit of Christmas, the sacrifice of giving. And my family was no different.
She didn't get the bread.
I tried to help them to believe again.
Oh, tore her Santa.
Yeah,
doll.
they were like, "Why did you let go of the bread?" And she's like, "Well, I had to save my."
Yeah. They're like, screw your Santa doll.
Why didn't they get the fucking bread? It's like,
I know.
why'd
That's my
why'd you
question.
send
Why
your
did you send
kid?
the child?
Yeah.
Like, you should have expected something like that to happen.
They might have been at work.
Oh,
Uh,
I didn't wish for a miracle. I wished for them to go away.
don't do
Oh no.
A wish I would come to regret. And that night, in the darkness of a howling blizzard, I got my wish. I knew St. Nicholas was not coming this year.
no.
Instead, it was a much darker, more ancient spirit.
That's to be debated.
Yeah.
The shadow of St. Nicholas. It was Krampus,
Krampus.
and as he had for thousands of years, Krampus came not to reward, but to punish, not to give, but to take. He
Wow.
and his helpers.
I love this.
Oh yeah, this is so. Everything you do in this little segment. Is
Yeah, it's a good
perfect.
way of kind of giving you a sum up of all of his goons.
Mhm.
Yep.
And to show that they're the same goons.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
love the wink.
it's less of a crew, less of a goons, and more like he has a crew.
So
that he
he
works with.
Yeah.
spares the one who summoned him. Is that the?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yes.
What happens when hope is lost, when belief is forgotten, and the Christmas spirit dies?
I keep meaning to buy one. They sell
Oh,
those.
I keep
Yeah.
asking for one for Christmas.
They sell them. They're kind of hard to find.
They're all over Etsy,
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Oh.
and I keep asking for one for Christmas.
Yep, you do.
I said that twice.
I know. I ignored the first one.
Right.
You believe this senile horse shit? Evil Santa, Jesus H. Almighty.
You
Your
got drugged into
child.
the snow there, jackass, and your
Yeah.
kid got shoved up a chimney.
Yeah, like, what are you being
It's
so?
time to start believing a little bit.
So I always hear the theory that people that are like that will rationalize no matter how irrational the rationalization might be, right?
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine, though, that there's a person that would have all these pieces and then reject outright the story. Like,
Right.
I don't care how quote unquote rational you're trying to be.
I'm starting to like you.
Yeah, at a certain point, it's like,
This is my choice.
yeah, like,
I don't know. It's got to be a whole mental fuck. Like all this.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
sure it does, but like, how
doesn't he-
much do you think a person can actually deny?
True.
Like, people say, like, if God were to come down from the clouds, there would be people that wouldn't believe it. But I'm like, really?
Oh, here we got the snowman.
Yep. They made one that looked like him.
uh-huh.
I'm actually
Oh,
surprised
shit.
he didn't shoot that snowman.
Yeah.
She's like,
Uh-oh.
she's the only one that's seen anything thus far.
All right.
Yep.
Here's the elves.
They used midgets for the elves.
Oh, makes sense.
Dad,
They had a lot of fun too. You can.
what are we gonna do now?
I
they,
bet.
they have interviews with them if you watch the behind the scenes stuff, and
Oh, cool.
they get to be all creepy and dress up in these really elaborate costumes and stuff.
Yeah, their costume design was really good. I was looking at the costume designer actually just a moment ago, and just to see what else he had been in. Bob Ruck.
Is it Christmas
Bob
Day
Buck.
now, right?
Buck.
Right, but it's the same. Yeah, that's right. It's the same people that did.
So yeah, Weta Workshop did their effects and stuff like that. Yeah. And so they have a lot of people from now. This guy was involved in The Hobbit, and not the Hobbit trilogy, not the
right. But that look is they did good on the looks.
Oh,
I don't think the look from
look there. Did you see the? Did you see Sammy's? Sammy's lollipop in there.
Oh no!
Yeah, he said it was his Halloween stash. That's a new.
That's new.
That was a new one.
That's awesome.
That was such a cute trope. I love that.
Nice little Easter egg for everybody.
Or not trope, Easter egg. Correct.
That made it worth it. This made.
Yeah. Well, he's said in interviews that as far as he's concerned, these do take place in the same world.
Oh yeah.
But he has absolutely no plans ever for them to cross over.
I wouldn't want to see that. Wouldn't make any sense.
Is the clock frozen?
Yes.
Yeah. That wouldn't make any sense to do a holiday crossover, but Lord forbid, give a studio a chance and they'll do some holiday horror Avenger bullshit with it. So.
We're both missing a kid now. See? It sucks.
Isn't there a kids movie where it's like all the holiday?
So this is a lot of new stuff.
Things or
Rise of the Guardians.
Rise of the Guardians, yes.
I love that movie.
I love it.
I've watched it once or twice. I think.
Yeah.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah. Underrated, at least.
Oh, Oh,
what are we looking for?
This is new. This is all new stuff.
Right. This scene.
Is the map new?
The map's not new, but what we just got, like all of that where they were all sitting around with each other.
Right.
That was new.
Gave it a little more time for the horror to set in of losing these children.
Yep.
Until proven otherwise, I'm going to say those are paraffin wax candles, and that's why the flames are so high. I'm just saying.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
But
I'd see you'd be questioning a lot of your beliefs at this point.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I became convinced like Krampus was real and active, I'd be like, all right, so how do I summon Santa?
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like what George Clooney says.
It seems pretty easy to summon Krampus. Right.
I know.
It seems like pretty...
I do believe in Santa. I do believe in Santa. I do.
Oh, that was something I missed in some of the times that I've seen this movie is Aunt Dorothy says she's terrible with kids, but she's actually the one looking after the baby.
Right.
Yep.
Aw, yeah. More character development.
And these characters all last like quite a while. There's like long periods between your quote unquote deaths or whatever you want to call them.
Your action.
Yeah, there's long periods of that. Like,
this is a.
I love this.
Any other horror movie, this would be like all this fodder you'd be expending expending all this fodder away.
But no.
So there's a cut for rated R. She just said what Aunt Dorothy said is what she's saying. She's talking about Oma, and she goes, "What she's saying is we're fucked." And Oma goes, yeah. And the kid looks at her and goes, "How do you know what she's saying?" And Dorothy says, "Because I'm old enough to know when life is coming at you with its dick out."
Yeah.
In the PG-13 cut, she says, "Because I'm old enough to know when life is coming at you with its pants down."
Right. Yes.
So what's this?
So there's a line change.
She found a.
Oh, and also when she was yelling at Aunt Dorothy in the kitchen, she said, "Get the fuck out of my kitchen."
Oh yeah.
So in the original cut, she says, "Get the hell out of my kitchen."
They already bought their R rating there.
Yeah.
No, you can get one use of the F word in a PG-13 movie.
You get two fucks.
Well, there's two.
Oh, I thought it was just one.
Yeah, one. Then you get your second fuck gets you the R.
Oh,
yeah, but they haven't had. I don't think there was a fuck in this at all. So we're only
for the
one.
PG-13. I don't think there was either.
Yeah, so we're only up to one.
Okay, I get you now.
I just want to get these rewrapped for the kids. It's important.
The snowplow?
Yeah.
That was new.
Yeah, because she was getting ready to open the Krampus presents.
Yep.
Yeah, they go immediately from them sitting around to this.
Go where? Mall doubles as an emergency shelter. And if it's empty, we'll try the police station. And what if they're gone too?
Keep driving till we see lights, people.
So there's going like there's like 12 of them. Aren't there? How many people are left right now? Like
whatever you get.
They're all going to just pile into the snowplow.
6 adults and Max, the 2 girls, and the baby. So 4 kids. So yeah, you've got 10 people there.
You could fit them in that snowplow.
Yeah, that's
fuck it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, everybody's on everybody's lap. Like, load up.
Yep. I mean, you'd have to. That is your only option.
Yeah,
at
I'd
this point.
you can't ride in the back.
My 5-seater. I don't give a fuck.
Right?
Yeah, lay across laps. Like Lincoln log that shit if you have to.
Yep.
Like everyone's gonna be friends.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yep. The kids are on people's laps.
Yep.
Period. I love this. This is actually one of my favorite parts.
When it snows, I do want to make a
He just
Krampus
looks and boom.
snowman.
Oh! I really appreciate that you can see him breathing.
There's
the
Krampus
fog.
again. That's one thing too. Like Krampus is
And he's gone.
not like in the movie a whole lot.
No.
He's more like a supervisor.
Right. It's just more of like the presence of Krampus is here.
Yeah.
Like he said,
orchestrating events.
he sends his underbosses in first,
Yeah,
and
he's
then
very much like a mafia boss.
yeah.
And in fact, the only time he gets involved is to come get Oma.
Yep. Oh, that's right.
Because he's
like, oh, yep, nope, you're a special one.
Yep, you're one of the ones that I let go.
And here you are again.
Yes. Yes. I wouldn't go by myself. I'd take Eric with me.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You can be scared. It's
Buddy
okay.
system, period.
Eric's my canary. If he dies, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
That was also a new scene as well, because in the non-extended cut, they come back and they're like, "Where are the girls?" And Aunt Dorothy goes, "I don't know. They were sitting here a minute ago." So now we actually see them. I think
the conversation beforehand, but we do see in the original cut they do go up. We do get this.
We get the reasoning for why they're up there.
Yeah. No.
Fuck you. Absolutely not.
Does that make sense?
Beth, you up there?
What the fuck?
Jordan?
Come on.
Where have you been?
It's all the concussions they took from football.
Oh my god. I'd be like, let me get my dad. Hang on. Like,
No. No thought whatsoever.
Ooh.
Where are they? Where'd they go?
They were just here. I think they went to the bathroom.
And you just let them go?
Was there another option?
I mean, why is there not a bathroom on the ground floor? Honestly.
Right.
I don't know. There are houses that are built like that. I just never understood it.
is the toilet frozen?
If there it is, they've never shown it. So you have to assume not.
Huge plot hole.
It's a hole.
As Eric said, there are houses like that, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Aw. Omi understands. It's not your fault,
she does.
Max.
She's like, they're already dead, son. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh man, to her, it's just like, yep, this is just the process.
She knows. Yeah, she just knows.
Everybody's.
She got to kind of deal with it. She knows what's up.
Just so Rosie is not a guard dog. Rosie is definitely like, no. No.
Yeah, I'm done.
Part of me.
Rosie handles business later.
Yeah. That is true. She does. I'd like to think Gypsy would be like, no, I'm coming with you, Dad, but I truly don't know.
I do wonder, because she has certainly bowled me over to get me out of her way, running away from the sound of something falling over. I have ended up flat on my ass because this brave dog went running.
Yeah, but we've seen her charge at things too.
Yes.
We have.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
Charge
yes.
Yeah. To be fair, it was something falling over like literally right behind her. It's like, oh God.
It startled her.
Just got pick on her.
That poor dog.
Oh, poor baby.
Jordan and Stevie.
I know. Couldn't you name one of them like
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Mm-hmm. I like Jordan as a girl's name, but I'm also named Bailey, which is predominantly a dog's name. So it's something I get that a lot. Like, oh, your name is Bailey? That's my dog's name. I'm like, yeah, I get that. Yeah, thanks.
I'm surprised there wasn't more like merchandise for this movie.
Right?
There's a lot of opportunity for it.
There is a lot of opportunity.
I've got a Krampus mug.
He does.
Krampus
A
mug,
big
yeah.
one.
He does. I would love to get like an ornament line of like the gingerbread cookies, the angel.
Yeah. Oh, if this would have came out like after, well, this come out when Guardians did and all that shit. So like, I know Guardians really set that off. Guardians of the Galaxy with all the little critter stuff now. It's like even that new Ghostbusters, they marketed the fuck out of those little mini puffs.
You.
Oh, those little mini puff things. They would have done that with this if it came out now.
Well, yeah, maybe. So horror always kind of gets the shit end of the stick sometimes.
Yeah.
It took forever for Trick or Treat to get merchandise.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just, well, it's good. It took it so long to build that cult status because they dropped it on straight to video.
Right.
That's heartbreaking. Like, that
yeah.
movie deserved a theater release.
Oh my gosh.
I read like interviews talking with Michael Dougherty talking about the day he got the news because it was supposed to be theatrical.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was a theatrical film. Then
I thought he. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
See, this is why I hate this fucker.
This thing is fucking creepy.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like the jacket box.
It's a whole lot of no, man.
I love that. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine just like seeing that. Like, how do you process that? Like, even like, if you were to see that in real life, how would you even process it?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
like, yeah, you see the feet of your family going
You would
down
just
the throat.
you'd have to attack it. You wouldn't have a choice.
Yeah.
No. I would definitely be Linda, like just crying, face off to the side, like I can't look at it, but I know it's happening.
Like even this, like it, like just that's the thing about horror.
yeah.
It's like just putting yourself in the like how do you, like you get shot in the leg, you're like pissed and like hurt, and you turn over and it's gingerbread men
Fucking
shooting
gingerbread
you.
men.
Like how do you where like the range of emotions you'd have to go through?
I'd be like, Omi, did you put shrooms in this hot chocolate? Be honest.
You'd have to assume like, am I like hallucinating? Am I dreaming? Am I tripping?
No, because the nails to the back of your leg, pain from that would definitely.
It'd be a whole plethora of fucking emotions you're going through every time you see some of these fucking things.
This is so bad.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, the angel is creepy as fuck.
Coming right for Sarah.
How do you like that shirt? Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
I was looking at some of the Krampus
That looks like
merch.
Bailey.
That does not. It does
red hair.
though.
Did you ever get the Krampus Funko?
No.
There's a Krampus Funko.
It's not this. It's like a Krampus. But it's this
Okay.
Krampus. But it's a Krampus. Yeah. It's just not movie Krampus, but
Which would have been another
Eric,
good
look that up.
yeah.
Krampus Funko.
Yeah, he's like a furry horned guy.
I hate the teddy bear.
Oh.
I
Then-
really hate
then
that
look-
teddy bear.
On his back, he has a kid in a bag.
On the teddy bear's back?
No, on the Funko.
The
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that angel is creepy.
That is
as
so
fuck.
bad. Why is it like tonguing its her ear?
Oh,
like no.
I totally forgot about the little robot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
And he fucks him up. He's
Oh yeah, look at it. It's fucking.
Stabby stab. You were kidding me.
That's proper processing of the situation right
Yeah.
there. Like, just what the motherfuck?
Merry Christmas, Mother.
No, you don't get that line.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That was a little hot.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
imagine So.
Were they on fire? in
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Original?
That's where Gypsy would shine. Gypsy would be like whack-a-mole
Oh, yeah.
time.
Oh, there's the Funko Pop with the it's got the boy in the basket.
Mhm.
Yep.
I like that.
Ah,
That's a new one. Yeah, that's a new one.
I like
it
that
is
one.
new.
Yeah, that's the new one. Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, his face is very animalish.
Mhm.
Teddy bear. That's a good one. See, they could made a fucking teddy bear. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, they just didn't really go in on the merch with it.
Why does it have green blood? Like green gooey.
I don't know. Because Christmas? I don't know.
She has to take off the headband and get in lumberjack form.
No, but she makes the
there
classic
we go.
mistake.
Oh, yes.
See, you
Oh.
shouldn't have stopped to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody needs a one-liner.
The one-liners should come after the action.
Yes,
I
after.
think.
Yes, I agree. That is
Like-
proper one-liner etiquette.
Bruce Campbell does that. He
does.
He says
He
his
always makes
one-liner
sure he
after.
gets the- yeah.
Well, I guess not always.
Not always.
But he has the benefit of being Bruce
Yeah,
Campbell.
Shoot first, think
Ow.
never. So you easily have time to do the one-liner before.
Yeah. Yep.
Shoot first, think never.
She's actually a pretty good shot.
Yeah, she hit it twice.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the robot. Robot kind of like doesn't really fit in with the whole motif.
No,
It's kind of like an outlier.
It's like a
I wonder
evil
when
version of a toy
yeah.
too. But
I wonder when that came about too, like in like the Krampus.
in the Krampus time frame.
Yeah, because
I'll bet you're right. Like the robot probably wasn't around when Grandma was dealing
Right.
with.
Well,
yeah,
no, I would
Krampus.
so he must like develop his
His
stuff
as we
more.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it just seems like an outlier to the.
I'll
the
bet you
rest
it's
of
an
them.
invention of the elves. I'll bet they do
Could
different
be a
toy
little
inventions
tinker, little
that-
tinker
yeah,
project, and
Yeah. They're like, this one's going to be really stabby, Krampus. What do you think?
I like it.
I think if I saw my kid I can't say if I saw my kid because I don't have a kid, so I don't really know, but they're like, Jordan's still in there. I'm like, is she though?
See, the same way Banky's bringing out that bell, you keep bringing out kids.
Oh,
But you guys need to get together on what your Christmas gifts are.
a Freudian.
I think one of us
slip.
is being reasonable and the other one's not.
I just want a bell,
A
goddammit.
$25 Christmas bell from Etsy is not equivalent.
Not asking for the same thing. The Freudian slip when you say one thing but mean your mother. I mean,
Ty, I hate you.
she's like, how you gonna call me out like that? Ooh, now this is the chimney scene, right?
No.
No? Oh, they teased me with it. Okay.
No, this is Rosie fighting the...
Was
Oh,
Rosie
yeah.
fighting it?
Yep. Gross ass motherfucker. I don't know
Like,
why.
shoot it.
I'd
Shoot
blow
it
its
now.
fucking head off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, no.
And Angel.
God damn. That angel.
For some reason, the Jack in the Box just grosses me out the most out of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to do with like its jaw, how like the mouth
Yeah,
just comes
it's all
apart.
slimy and
The teddy bear is cool as fuck. though. I
Yeah.
love the teddy bear.
I'll bet my nephews would like. They're really into like the Five Nights at Freddy and such
Yeah.
things, and it's got that kind of look to it.
Just blow the strings up. There we go.
There's Aunt Dorothy.
Shot him into the wreath.
Hell yeah.
End it.
Finish it.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
See, the one-liner again, guys.
Yep.
No, shoot
Oh.
it now. Shoot it now.
Well, still shoot him. You can still
Elves.
shoot it.
The elves are so
Yeah.
creepy.
They are. They really are.
And this to me definitely shows like the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah,
influence
absolutely.
to their costuming.
They would fit in the Lord of the Rings with
Yeah.
no real changes.
Yeah. I like how they're chained
Oh, I
too.
like
It's so
their-
terrible. Aw.
Is the elf
Well,
hugging the?
yeah, like,
Aw.
They're friends.
Well, it's wrapping a chain around them.
Getting him out of there.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, the
no.
baby.
That's right, the baby. Yeah, their weapon design is actually kind of similar to the robot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the elves kind of came up with the little tinker bot, the little robot
Yeah.
thing.
I love the little whistle noise.
Yeah. Well, I like how cartoony Dougherty's willing to get with his horror
Oh,
movies.
yes.
Very Raimi-esque. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of like he doesn't take it too seriously. I think that's what I
Well,
like. You know.
It adds some flavor to it.
Yes.
Raimi should cast Bruce in a movie. That'd be interesting. See what he does, Bruce.
You mean Michael? Michael
Yeah,
Dougherty.
Michael
Michael.
Dougherty.
Yeah.
Raimi's
yeah.
cast Bruce
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
A Raimi Campbell movie. I wonder what that'd be like.
Oh my.
No, but Dougherty should cast Bruce. That'd be interesting to see what
That
he
would
do
be
with-
kind of cool.
see what he would be able to do with Bruce.
I'll bet that'd be a pretty sweet movie.
Yeah. So he seems like to have a lot of fun with his actors. So
Yeah.
So I believe I'd have to double check, but I'm like 90% certain that the elf that stops and points at them at the window, that was improvised.
Oh, cool. Cool.
That would be interesting.
She is trying to keep that fire going. She's
Yep.
like, ah, shit.
Mom, we have to go now.
Oh, she's so mad. Oh, that look on her face. This is it. This is
This is
yeah.
the reveal of
The
Krampus.
Grand reveal.
That's joy. Oh, oh, oh.
man, they do such a good job with this
Go.
movie. Just
Setting the tone.
set,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just the set design, everything. Like,
Oh, they have a shot of him coming out of the chimney where it's like his horns coming out, and it just looks, it is a great shot.
Ready?
Everybody is. Hold on to each other.
Dad, I'd put on a bigger coat if I were you.
yeah,
Right?
Aw. Only
You
there was
could just go
yeah, I
through the
was gonna- I
window.
was gonna say, if only there was another way to get inside the house aside from the half of that's torn off. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
No, he realizes it.
Time to go,
Well, if-
man.
Yeah,
If
you
you-
don't
if
have
you-
time to argue, man.
Yep,
Yeah,
you gotta
just
go.
go.
Except now with a quickness, like
Yes.
it matters.
Well, there's only so much. There's only so fast you could go in that type of weather.
Right.
That's true.
Especially with the amount of snow that's on the ground. They're up to their
Mhm.
knees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the family freezing over in the picture.
Yeah.
Here it is.
This is definitely one of my favorite reveals.
Yeah.
He does a really good job.
Mm. Is he coming down head first?
Yep.
That's what it looks like.
There it is.
Yep.
Yep.
See his hands on that. Yep.
Steps on the Santa.
Oh,
ornament.
yes.
This is not your Santa, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a great creature design.
Uh-huh.
So on his face, if you notice, there's like a mole that's on the side of his, like under his cheek, under one of the eyes. It's actually the lens from which the camera, so that the guy playing Krampus can see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can kind of see it in a little.
Okay.
And they're so confident they actually zoom in on it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like in the close-ups, but it just looks like a little black mole on his face, kind of in the folds and stuff.
Now, is he wearing a mask? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
he's
so
wearing
it's
a
like a-
Santa Claus mask
Yeah.
over his monster face.
Over
Yeah.
his goat.
And do
face.
we ever get to see the?
No.
Yeah.
You can just see it kind of underneath.
Right.
Yeah. Dougherty learned to not take off the mask, I guess.
Yeah.
That was our
Get in
complaint
the basket.
from before.
Oh, you guys didn't like Sammy with the mask off?
No.
Oh, we may have a wild Ian.
Ah.
Okay, we have a wild Ian. Oh, Jipper-doo!
I'm getting low for the cord.
Oh.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh.
There.
Hang on.
There we go.
We're free. Okay.
Woo.
That was a doozy navigating.
I disconnected my headphones to save myself. I had to cut the cord or be dragged.
Good call.
with the
Good call.
beast.
Good call.
Yep.
Here it is.
There
It's
it
back.
is.
The snow. Yeah, they never like show anything about this.
I don't. Yeah. Maybe.
Didn't you say it grabbed one of the elves at one point?
Yeah. Yes. It grabs when they get to the salt truck. I believe it actually grabs one of the elves.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
I mean, he gets one of his Christmas wishes, which is that his parents fall back in love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Careful what you ask for, I guess.
Yeah, she's tangled up in it.
Oh, is there a way I can assist?
It's always fun having a mastiff around the house.
Oh, yeah. She's still tangled.
Shit.
Now we're back, legs.
Just one at a time. There we go. Grab that one.
There you go, baby.
This would be a terrible time for her to fart, Eric.
Okay.
Right in my face.
Right in the face.
Oh.
Eric, how'd you get pink eye?
So there goes the mom.
Yep.
Bye, Mom. No, this is the aunt.
Oh, is that the aunt?
The aunt's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got the
Aunt
dad.
Linda.
Yeah, I got the dad. Aunt Linda.
She's taken. I think that one's Jordan.
Yep. There went. Oh,
There goes the mom. I always love.
and gone.
How
Always-
calm.
I always love the kind of vanishings that are like that, where it's just a person. They know they're gone. They
Yep.
don't. They're not gonna
Yeah.
like scream or whine or.
They've
They just
accepted it.
accept it.
They've accepted it. Yep.
Yep. You're just very calm and like, okay, this
I
is
have-
what I'm going to tell you.
I have this message for you.
Yep.
We have a hybrid.
Oh. Oh,
See?
yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
there
you
it
got
is.
pulled in.
And it was definitely against its will.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a good point.
So now it's just Max. He's the last one left.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi.
And notice he doesn't sink into the snow.
no, he doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I got your letter.
And I love how it's wrapped up, crumpled,
Yep, it's
because
wrapped.
it's around the
It's wrapped in his letter.
Mm-hmm.
Santa. Hmm?
He left me as a reminder of what happens when hope is lost, when belief is forgotten, and the distant spirit
Yep.
dies.
And you honestly could have ended the movie right there.
Oh,
Right.
Could have, yeah. It'd have been, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you should have.
No, it'd been kind of abrupt, but you could have, yeah. You could have.
and it kind of would have still fit with. Although I do love this.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, I
that's
love
not
this
enough.
part.
Yeah, I'm in no
Yeah.
way saying that you should have.
But no, he could have. He wanted to be lazy about it. He could have just.
yeah,
it right there.
Yep.
But no, we gotta get the.
All practical.
Yep.
And this was the coolest scene to
Right.
me was seeing
everything together. The
Yes.
sleigh,
Yeah, it's the closest to
reindeer.
seeing Krampus's realm that we get.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're back, huh? I let you go. Comes stomping over himself. Like,
I know,
all
he
right.
almost looks clumsy, like he can barely stand,
Yeah.
but we know that's a lie.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn.
Such great effects.
They even managed to do that part right there. That's practical as well.
Yes. I think that's why the kind of CGI from a moment ago probably looks so good.
Yeah.
Because they have the practical to kind of
back it up.
Yeah.
And it cuts down on the amount of CGI you have to use.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Damn.
Please. I know you can fix this. Give them back.
So you can see the mole on the side of his face there.
Yep.
Take me instead.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Fucking music.
Right.
Almost hopeful.
Yeah, makes you think. Oh, he's
One of
had
the-
change of heart.
I know. One of the creepiest things is they give him the goat eyes.
Yeah. Underneath.
Yes.
Nope. You thought.
Like, yeah, about that. The Rams. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, we're going to take you. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's like, we are.
I'm sorry. I just wanted Christmas to be like it used to be.
Yep. How'd that work out for you?
Tough.
Hey, there we go. Well, hey,
Would you look at that?
it all worked out.
Yeah. Just
I wonder-
a dream.
It's
Yeah.
just a dream.
Ooh.
Ow.
It was all a dream.
Lights are on. Looks like other people are up and about in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's
They're also
idyllic
experiencing a nice-
Christmas morning.
Yeah. I mean, we don't see them, but we see the lights in their house, so we
Yeah.
assume they
Yeah.
must be there. Surely.
It's Christmas Day.
St. Nicholas.
I'd be like, can I dare to hope, man? Like,
I'd wonder why they didn't wake me up. It's Christmas morning.
Yeah, for real. Me and my brother and sister had a system, man. The first one to wake up got the others up.
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
I was an only child. I set the tone.
You were in charge. I am in charge. Yeah.
I was always the first.
Do
up
you
on
feel
Christmas.
in charge?
My brother always got up first, and then I would get up, and then my older sister would get up, and we would have to wait until at least like 7 a.m. before we could get our parents up. So, like right at 7 o'clock on the dot,
Oh
we'd
no,
get our
I
parents
woke
up.
my parents up at like 5:30.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. As soon as I woke up, it was time.
Merry Christmas, Max.
Go on.
Oh, it all worked out.
Yeah.
It's all bright and
Yep.
that-
Christmassy, and
Yeah, they did a really good job. It's all it's all contrast. What, you got brass knuckles for Christmas?
nope, never,
Great.
never in a million years.
Jesus.
That's for me and the girls.
I mean, they probably made it.
I'm sure it
I'm
took a lot of
sure, I'm
effort and
sure.
everything, but
Yeah, they do a really good job of this, contrasting like the rest of the movie. You know, it's all
Yeah.
bright and
Yeah.
it's glistening
the
and
soft lighting.
soft tone. Yep. Everyone's happy and cheerful.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
No.
Christmas to you too, Max.
Merry Christmas, son.
Yeah, everything has an angelic little
Yeah.
shine to it until.
And
Oh, what's that?
then- Oops.
Such a big fucking bell, man.
Mm-hmm.
Things like the size of a meatball.
says the Italian.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that how you
We measure things in
Yeah.
meatballs.
Yeah. It's about 2 meatballs wide.
It's about 2 meatballs wide right there.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's like a meatball and a half.
They're all remembering her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Beth looks like she's getting ready to cry.
It's because she got eaten.
But that one looked like he was like she was oddly,
Possessed.
yeah, like she was kind of happy about the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Krampus came not to reward, but to punish, and to give,
She's like, yep.
She's got the right idea.
I'm like, all right.
Pour some more.
Fire gets bigger.
Yeah, if we're allowed alcohol in that universe, I'm down in it.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
wonder what the rules of the little universe they've been.
I think it
playing
resets
in,
every
too.
morning.
Like, oof.
All right.
You have to remember.
Unlimited booze, though. There we go.
What if
Sorry,
it's the kind of
Oh,
alcohol
yeah,
that?
they are so contained too. Like that's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they get. Even though it looks like a
Yep.
neighborhood to them.
It probably does because of all the other snow globes around
Well,
them.
no, it looks to
From
them.
his
they
window.
yeah, from the windows, they look out and it looks normal.
Oh yeah.
I like to look at how much work goes into this. This drives me crazy. All this work into this workshop and everything
For this one shot.
just for one shot. That's a lot of attention to care. Man.
It is.
I love that last shot too with all the little dudes.
Yeah.
There it was.
There it
That
was.
is Krampus, guys.
Krampus.
Woo!
Cool credits.
Yay! And they do. I love their use of the advent calendar even more throughout, like
Yeah.
introducing their characters or introducing the actors in accordance to character and everything.
Well, let's talk a little more about this. Our next segment. Let's go ahead and let's talk about Krampus.
Krampus.
Krampus came not to reward, but to punish. Not to give, but to take.
All right, it's time to find out if Krampus has been naughty or nice. I am in suspense to kind of catch the vibe of this discussion of quality. What will we think of this
The
movie?
quality of Krampus.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
quality of Krampus. Ooh, quality of Krampus. There we
Oh,
go.
please. We've been blowing this movie the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be too
It's
hard
not
to
as-
tell. I'm not.
Yeah.
We all love
History
this
there.
movie, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was fun to watch this. The naughty cut, I didn't see a lot. There was a few things that I
Yeah.
really enjoyed. It was cool to see Sammy's lollipop. That was the
Yeah,
big
I liked
the
that.
big outlier for me that made this worth it.
Yeah.
Tying that universe in, or at least acknowledging the other universe in some way.
Right.
that Dougherty has built. But yeah, this is such a fun movie, a great Christmas horror movie.
Yes.
Definitely. I actually like the naughty cut. I can understand where people said like there's not enough of it to warrant kind of the hype of a new release, but I guess I kind of agree, but at the same time, boy, the small stuff you got, there was a lot of character moments and like kind of letting you know what's going on in the outer world.
Oh
with
yeah.
that.
Yeah, they did some extra world building in it too, like the radio thing. I really liked
Yep.
that,
Yeah.
the radio edition.
So
to
I
it.
mean, it's not.
Just little sprinklings.
Yeah, it wasn't like big, massive things, but I think it was. I'm gonna buy it with no regrets.
Yeah, it's a good way to re-hype a movie that deserves a re-hype.
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe this will get us a sequel.
Ooh.
Maybe this will bring it back into prominence. We can get us a sequel out of this.
I really enjoyed the naughty cut version. And I'm in agreement with Ben and Eric that we got a lot more information, a lot more like backstory telling as well. I also love the fact that Sam's lollipop was in there, kind of tying the two worlds together officially. It's just super cool to me.
Yeah, and you had a pretty good eye for the changes that they made too throughout. You were
Yeah.
just like, they had this. Yeah.
We've seen this movie a lot, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep, this is one that is on our TV regularly throughout the month of December.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we've talked a lot about how much we love the movie. Anyone have any complaints about Krampus?
Yes, the ending.
The ending.
Mhm.
The ending is, and the ending also. I didn't remember it going on. It kind of like drags for a while. That ending is like a 15-minute long ending.
Yeah.
Like it's like they kind of drag it along, but I mean, I like what they did with it. It just seems like that ending. There's like 3 endings there. It seems
3
like.
points where they could have
Yeah.
stopped. Yeah. I wonder if that was Weta's influence.
Maybe
They
yeah.
worked on the Lord of the Rings.
They
I'm just
did
kidding.
throw in a lot of extra effects stuff there. Those endings. That's where a lot of the effects came in. With the whole Santa sleigh crew and the workshop and all that. I mean, there's a lot of effects work thrown in that last bit of it.
Yeah, but I kind of think, kind of going back to what you were saying with kind of the, how they did kind of have to do some like, oh, this could have been a stopping point. That could have been a stopping point. It's kind of like when you spend that much time developing those characters, you kind of have to make sure certain things, and then you have to end the story as well. If
Right.
That kind of makes sense, At least that's kind of how it felt to me. Like they kind of resolved their loose ends along the way.
Yeah.
At the end there, and then until it was just kind of like the kids, like, I'm hanging over this fire pit, and I am sorry.
I'm so sorry. I think the only complaint I would have is that I wish I could have seen more of like Krampus's world, like with the elves. I definitely wish I could have seen more interaction with the elves. I wish I could have seen more of the snow globe room, because that to me looks like Krampus's office, like where like his lair.
Where he's sitting.
Like-
Yeah, it's definitely his workshop.
That would be
Yeah.
a fun thing to explore if they were to do a sequel. Would be more of the
More of his world.
more the Krampus.
Yes.
The Krampus side things. That's very
Well,
interesting.
And it makes you wonder
Like-
about Sam. Like, where does Sam go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
My big complaint is throughout several times in the film, they talk about Christmas being not just a season of cheer and of giving, but also of sacrifice. And they hit that kind of idea many, many times, that it's about sacrifice. And ultimately at the end, Max does sacrifice,
Yes.
but it doesn't mean anything. It
Yeah.
doesn't change
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, that's
Still,
true.
yeah.
He actually gets punished,
Yeah.
whereas he would have gone free if he hadn't sacrificed anything. He sacrifices, and it just equals to him getting punished with everybody else.
Right.
In the alternate ending, the only thing that's different is when he unwraps the bell at the end, nobody reacts to it. They're all just happy and cheerful. And Omi looks at him and just kind of nods like she understands and she knows, but there's no snow globe or nothing. Krampus does give him back his family, but he gives him that little reminder, like, this was
Yeah.
not a dream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Had you not sacrificed, this is what the fate that would have befallen your family. So I actually prefer that. And I think that would have made it a Christmas movie over a horror movie, where the ending they got was more of a horror movie
Yeah.
over a Christmas movie.
Yeah, well, they kind of marketed that snow globe. Like, that was like the poster too. It was like
Yes.
Yeah.
snow globe and shit,
So I think my complaint with that, if you can call it a complaint, is just that I would have preferred it to be a Christmas movie over a horror movie.
okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
And that is the difference that those two separate
Yeah.
endings really bring
Yes.
to it.
Mhm.
And I have a pretty interesting theory kind of when I was looking into the writers of this film. Michael Dougherty was one of 3 writers.
Okay.
And he kind of had conceived the idea of Krampus, but didn't have a story for it. So he went to these guys, and Todd Casey and Zach Shields. And one of them let's see. One of them is a writer of like, he did a lot of kids movies and stuff like that. So that's not the guy I'm looking at right now. So that wasn't Zach. So it must be Todd Casey. Let's see. It was a bunch of animated stuff I had seen, like kids movies and things like that.
A little softer
and then
stuff.
and then the other guy was very what he had written looked a little more dreary and a little more hopeless, if I'm remembering right. So I kind of thought that was interesting that out of those three writers with those kind of two different backgrounds in writing, that we ended up with two options for an ending that kind of, could have gone one way or the other.
It fits that one would have come up with the more storybook ending and the other one not so much.
So I wonder how much that came into play in the difference in those endings.
Definitely. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it came in a massive amount.
Yeah, because it was all a dream kind of ending is something that you see in like, kid stuff and cartoons a lot more than you do in adults.
I usually hate that ending. For some reason, it doesn't bug me in this.
A lot of people do
so much. I always hate that this is the dream.
It's because it wasn't really a dream in this version.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even in the other version where he gets the bell, it still wasn't a dream.
Oh, that's true. They do make sure that we know that.
Yeah, yes, the Krampus bell is like, this is not, it wasn't a dream. It never was a dream. This is just something that Krampus was able to reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was this movie. As far as things to say about, if I have anything negative to say, it'd just be kind of like, I feel like some of the stuff is maybe a little underutilized.
Yeah,
I feel like it was more of a time thing than anything. Like,
the
snowman, the elves, I don't think got utilized enough. I mean, if they had the ability to just kind of burst in and I don't see why they took so long to get just like besiege the family by Well,
I almost wonder if the torture was kind of the point, because even like the things that they kind of designed, like that robot that they designed, it was really stabby, but it wasn't going like
going for his throat,
right?
Yeah,
or going through his throat.
You're right.
The gingerbread men were shooting like a nail gun. That couldn't they have gotten one of his other guns or something out of that car?
Well, no, they only show that they have guns. That they only have two guns. I mean,
oh, that's right, and they're both accounted for at that point. But yeah, there were bigger knives and stuff like that. But like, nail them.
Yeah, I don't think they were trying to kill them.
I think the only one who could be like genuinely dangerous. Well, there's two: the Jack in the Box and then the Angel. Because I think, and someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, politely, but I think the Angel, when it comes down the chimney, it actually goes for Omi's neck.
I think so.
I think so. So I think that would be the one where it's like, it may not kill you, but it's definitely going to make you feel like it's going to kill you.
And then it was biting at someone else at the uncle's neck.
Yeah.
At one point.
Oh, and here's a good thing. So, what's your favorite Krampus creature?
Not counting the man himself.
Not counting.
Yeah, other than Krampus.
Mine's the Angel. It's creepy as fuck.
Like the Angel. Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Bailey?
Favorite as in like the scariest, or favorite as in the one we could probably fight and win?
However you determine what your favorite is.
Probably the teddy bear. Probably the teddy bear, because I feel like I could take it. Least favorite is definitely that fucking Jack in the Box, man. Like, fuck you. I hate a Jack in the Box, and that thing is the absolute essence of my nightmares behind a Jack in the Box. Like, fuck you. I hate those things.
Yeah. So I actually like the Yule goats at the end.
Oh,
just like headbutting each other and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that was fucking great. Like, I wish we had seen more of them, like charging down the road or something like that when they were trying to escape,
ramming the snowplow.
Yeah, bearing down on them.
I think
cool.
I think my favorite is probably the teddy bear.
Yeah,
I love that creature.
Yeah.
It's such a cool thing. Like, I want one of those. Like, should like market one of those. Like, you should make
Oh yeah. Now imagine that as a Funko Pop.
I really want to see see what the hell's underneath the snow though.
You never see what that
is our
creature
snow
looks like.
monster. I want to see what the snow monster is. So I imagine almost like one of the sandworms from Beetlejuice.
I mean,
all stripy, but maybe it's like candy
cane.
Yeah.
Maybe
something like that.
It's just a candy cane.
So my thing about everything, I do think that some of the creatures were underutilized, but the problem is other than extending the movie, I think to put them in would come at the cost of what we got with the characters.
Oh yeah.
You're right. This movie really was like really focused on the character. That's something that's like that I think makes it more of a Christmas movie too. Is that it does take itself, it develops these characters where it could have been this cheap horror movie of a family getting besieged by monsters on Christmas.
Yeah,
but
and they all had character traits that were awful enough for us to have not given a fuck about them.
If you didn't push past that,
right? Yeah,
most of them have some sort of little turning point. Most of them, I mean,
you're right. They do.
I'd say besides the twins don't really have.
So they do, but they don't go from bad to good. They go from bullies to helpless.
Yeah.
And that's when there's a scene where they actually are coming up and talking to Omi, and they're like, is he coming for us? Is he going to like, and they're crying. Yeah. They've gone from the bully to now they're asking somebody for help, and they're helpless and scared.
They at least understand what it's like to be bullied. Now.
Yeah. So they too have moments that change. The sister, of course, has the moment where she grabs the axe and decides to stop being helpless.
Yep.
Omi, she doesn't really change. She just kind of, but she doesn't really need to.
She had her whole life to kind of
she's
what
she's what they're coming to be.
Yeah.
So I think they all do have their moments together.
I think they should do a prequel to this, or like a sequel or something. But they should just do it animated. They should just do it in that animated style.
Oh yeah, that animated style would be a cool.
I'd love that animated style like that.
Even if it was just,
or at least some shorts. I
could. I do like you could do like how he did with Trick or Treat, where it's a couple of different stories all chopped up.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, there we go. Like a little Christmas anthology.
I really want to get that comic now. I think I want to buy it. I want to pull the trigger and buy that comic.
There you go.
Yeah. We can do that for a Christmas thing next year.
There we go.
There you go. I'd like to see a prequel with Omi's experience with Krampus.
That'd be cool.
I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, they could make it like a period piece holiday horror movie. That'd be interesting.
That would be really cool. And then if you wanted to do the animation, I think I would watch an animated short about it. I don't know. I'd be hard pressed for a movie, but if Michael Dougherty is behind it, I'm probably going to watch it. Let's be honest here.
Dougherty, I looked at his filmography, and he doesn't do much.
He doesn't.
What he does, he's clearly taking his time.
Very selective.
Absolutely. Yeah. I respect that a lot too, because you can tell, like in Krampus alone, you can tell just how much detail, like the snow globe room in particular, you even said all of that work for just a barely a minute scene.
Yeah.
Like that shows.
Spend 30 seconds on it.
It just
and
shows
it's not,
so much.
And it's not a slow pan around the room 30 seconds either.
No.
You can get a lot of detail in a 30-second shot if it's shot that way, but it's not.
Nope.
It's more. It's literally they put in all that detail just to literally shoot it in a way where they're like, yeah, but we're not actually going to show it to you.
Right. Yeah.
Fuckers.
That and everything from that down to the character development, like, because with horror movies you have to care about the characters, and you go from hating these people to being like, oh my god, what are they gonna do, to they're all together again, and that is huge. So
if you want it to be horrific,
yeah. Well, a lot of the times horror movies, they neglect their characters for the spectacle.
Well, sometimes it's by design, though.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Like the Friday the 13th movies and those things, you were not meant to empathize with the victims whatsoever. It's what made it so easy for you to watch them get slaughtered.
Right. And people kind of forget that was the point of those particular movies, because then it became like for a while.
People they mistook it for laziness.
Yeah, they think it just means, okay, I don't have to actually think when I write this script. Right. But no, Dougherty does a really good job.
He does.
And he ties their arcs into the story very well. Like everything just makes sense. Nothing felt really
Nothing's
forced or
clunky.
No, it's very subtle.
Yeah, very well done, man. This is
just
a good
solid flick. So why don't we give it a we'll just do a naughty or nice.
Oh, there we go.
We'll do that.
Yeah,
we'll give a naughty or nice.
Okay. Boy, I wonder what it's going to be.
I don't know. I'll go ahead and kick it off.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice.
Ooh.
Because this movie is just it's great. It's a fantastic flick. Like I said, I really enjoy it. I try to save it for December. I tend to do that with movies. So like even Trick or Treat, I try to save for October.
Oh yeah, I do that as well.
And I tend to do that. I always try to save this for December, just like get that feeling, that vibe,
and it keeps it from being overplayed.
Exactly. But every year December I pop it in. I'm really glad I got the naughty cut now, and I'm going to watch all these special features it's got on it. So
sweet.
But I'm giving it a nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a little creative here. I'm gonna give it one of Aunt Dorothy's sugar and spice, everything nice, peppermint schnapps.
Oh, that kind of nice.
That kind of nice. I absolutely love this film now. Like I said, when I first saw it, I didn't like it. And I think that's just because I don't know what happened, but I didn't like it at first. But now going back and watching it more, it's one of our favorite Christmas movies that we watch now.
It kind of grows because like I remember the first time I watched, I was underwhelmed, but I bought it and I've watched it every year since. It grows on me, and I never disliked it. I just remember being like slightly underwhelmed when I watched it the first time.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a classic in our household. We pop it in all the time.
Oh, I'm giving it a nice.
Absolutely.
Is there any more you could say?
Cradle the sack, fondle the shaft, and swallow the gravy. I can't. I can't pimp this movie any harder than I have through this whole thing.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, like I listen, the guy, I love what he does when it comes to his own stuff and monsters, and this one's no exception. The complaints I have are minor, and the compliments I have are large.
There you
How
go.
about you, Eric?
I am, of course, also giving it a nice. The way that they use practical in this movie is, I love it. I'm always biased towards the use of practical, though.
Yeah.
So that's just me. That was fantastic. The way that they treat their characters, it feels like a Christmas movie.
It does.
It does. It's got the vibe of a Christmas movie. It's got this very horror.
Unlike, say, Die Hard.
And it's got this very horror fantasy, like dark fantasies sort of. Stay tuned for that debate, folks. I'm sure it's
It's out.
Oh, it's out. Oh, there you
Tuesday.
go. But no, I just think this movie is a good example of achieving exactly what it set out for.
Yep.
Yes.
They really caught that with the vibe in every way. Their tone changes too are just awesome.
Yes.
Like in this, everything makes sense, and they kind of use that juxtaposition to kind of set the stage for that in a lot of ways. They're just super clever. Like I'm kind of like Ben said, it's like what else can I do but jerk off to this movie? Like in this,
that's not what I said. I would service this movie. I didn't say anything about myself.
I mean, that's essentially what we're doing here today.
Don't walk in on
Christmas,
Eric watching
folks.
Krampus. He's like, I'm taking Krampus in my room.
What do you
Nobody
think
bothered.
the whole time we were watching?
See, that's why I'm getting the naughty cut so I can give him this one.
Yeah.
I want the
Ben, where's your Krampus?
No. All right, guys.
So it's nice across the board.
Yeah, certified nice.
Yep.
Certified
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Yep.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was our Christmas special for Cult Talk Net, where we took a look at one of our favorite Christmas horror films, Krampus.
Michael Dougherty's Krampus.
Yeah.
We hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and enjoyed your time, and hopefully this gave you a little something to listen to during your holiday commutes and all the busy craziness that comes with the holidays.
Travel
And if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yes,
Check it out.
Check it out for sure. What the hell are you doing listening to a review before you watch the movie?
For real.
There's some sick fucks that like that.
I'm actually one of those.
I
do like
I go after.
I spoil a lot of things. So
I spoiled like the new Spider-Man. I had to spoil that for myself.
There are
So I just-
particular things I
on
won't
the
spoil.
edge.
So
Yeah.
Nope.
But we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed.
put it under the
I didn't
Christmas
mean to
tree.
do that. There we go.
There it is.
There we go.
Why do I do this? Help.
What'd you say?
We'll wrap it up and put it under the Christmas tree.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Make sure you follow us on all of our social medias at Cult Talk Net across Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. You can catch our Cult of Campbell on Mondays.
Yep.
Cult Talk Weird Shit every other Wednesday. And Cult of Lore every third Thursday, as well as some new stuff we'll have coming on the pike here in the new year for 2022. And until next time, what do we say?
What do we stay married?
Merry Christmas,
Stay
motherfucker.
Merry Christmas.
Jesus.
We say Merry Christmas. We'll see you in the new year. Bring your friends.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.